Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. I am so excited today to get back into today's session of Dragon of Ice-Spire Peak. Our group is back once again to continue our adventure of the Sword Coast. And today, either later into the session or into the next session, we will finally have our new member of the group, since Echo has departed. His whereabouts will be explained in just a little bit. But with that, let's hop right in to today's session. But before we do that, as always, make sure if you haven't already to tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here on the channel. Make sure also smash that subscribe button if you haven't already and join the Orphan Guild. Become a fellow adventurer. It helps more than you could ever imagine. And of course, make sure to also smash that like button and leave a comment down below about your favorite part of today's episode. And as well, check out the link tree in my bio where you can find my partner's content over there at stoned_n_summer. Show her some love and support as well. Helps us here on the channel. With that, let us hop into today's session, where we left
I did
off.
tell you about my new domain, right?
We'll be handling that in today's actual session.
I'm just making sure I did tell you what it was, right?
Correct. All right.
Okay, all right.
So, where we left off last week, our group, having left the Neverwinter Woods, completing a quest, traveling to Falcon's Lodge, were then decided to make some interesting decisions, having been told about a shrine that was taken over by some mysterious enemies. The group would venture to the shrine of Savaris, where they would find the outpost had been taken by a group of corrupted orcs acting like soldiers. Some of the group, most of the group, would stay outside of the fortress, though two of the group would venture inside, trying to find out what was the meaning of this strangeness. Donovan and Garrak, both of you say hello now.
Hello.
Bonjour. Hello.
I'm Austin playing Garrak, a cleric of an unknown domain yet.
And Donovan.
I am Donovan. I'm King. I play Donovan, the quote-unquote face of the party, most likely, and the sorcerer/warlock.
These two fine fellows would venture inside into the orcs' base, where inside they would find not only more orcs, but in the very back of the shrine, sitting upon the old decayed altar, was a ginormous, twisted, and contorted brute orc, the size of nearly the room itself, sitting upon the altar. He looked to Garrak and Donovan spoke, saying to him, "Do you not know who I serve? Bow before the master," believing him to understand that they too were partly corrupted by this mysterious corrupted king, though the orc being so unintelligent and so bloodthirsty, he took this as a challenge, and combat began, where the two of them were quickly overrun. Donovan throwing some quick words into the fray, managing to escape without any weapons or items, but with their lives. Then our departed member Echo would venture into the shrine himself and himself alone, where he would face off against the giant orc by the name of Ruth, the corrupted captain of the Shrine of Savaris, where Echo would then begin a one-on-one fight with him, as the orc subordinates would surround them in a makeshift combat ring. Echo quickly being overworked and overpowered by the giant root, the rest of his team had to interfere, quickly jumping into the fray after being refreshed by some unknown magic, hearing laughter in the distance. Joining into the battle, they would quickly begin to make swift work of the orc subordinates, striking them, killing one by one. Garrak throwing a shatter so hard that it would make most of them in a corner begin to bleed from their nose, losing over half their HP in an instant. Though Root would not take to this kindly, pointing to Echo and calling him a dirty traitor, a liar, dishonest for not staying true to the one-on-one fight. Though Echo had no part in it, the fight would only begin to get harder from there, as the team would attempt to break into the shrine through the forces of orc subordinates, though they would not make it in time, as Echo would be brought down to his knees and fall unconscious, though barely being saved in time by Garrak with a spare the dying. The fight would continue, long, hard, and strenuous, but in the end, Root would have his head fall to the ground off of his shoulders, beaten by our heroes and adventurers. Everyone managing to survive, though Echo much worse for wear. The group would quickly venture back to Phandalin, exhausted, tired, and bloody. They would do a little bit of shopping upon entering the town, but quickly make their way for their beds, being more exhausted than ever before in this adventure, even more than when they had died on nearly their first adventure. From there, we pick up today's session, introducing the rest of the group who has not been introduced so far. At the top of that, we have Ivyn. Ivyn.
Yo, I'm JJ. I play Ivyn. He's a Tabaxi Artificer with the Cleric domain, and also a Cleric of the Trickery domain.
Correct. From there, we have Tharn. Tharn, say hello.
Hello, I'm Kun. I play Tharn Ironclad. I am a Hill Goliath Equinite Fighter.
Perfect. And with that, first we start with what happened to Echo. Upon returning from the town, bloodied, bruised, and battered, Echo would make his way to the shrine, where he would fall into a deep slumber, his roots taking way, working their way through the shrine to the god of laughter, where the building would begin to rapidly change. To learn more, the group will have to venture there. But before we get to that, we start off with Donovan. Donovan, you having returned home last night, exhausted and tired, embracing your wife, cuddling into the bed, you drifted off. And in your slumber, you swear you heard silent sobbing coming from outside your window. Though so exhausted and tired, you think nothing of it in the night. Though the next morning, as you shoot up, a sweat drenching your face, your wife already having disappeared, presumably making her way downstairs to start her day of work for the morning. You recall those soft weeps. What do you do?
Donovan he gets up and he's going to first, like, go by everyone's door and sort of, like, knock on the door, not too hard, but loud enough to sort of jolt people awake. And then he's going to, like, head downstairs to investigate the area by his window.
Okay. So you knock on the doors, everyone. You're stirred slightly awake as you hear a knock of a staff on your door, presumably to be Donovan, as you know this to be his usual method of waking. And Donovan, as you venture down the stairs and outside, you see your wife standing behind the bar beginning her day of work with Raven, and you quickly make your way around to where you find your bedroom to be. Looking up, you try to see what might be on your windowsill, though you can't quite see. It's just too high up.
How high up is the windowsill?
Well, you sleep on the second story, and you're now on the bottom floor, so a story up.
So not more than 60 feet then.
No, definitely not more than 60 feet. Probably 15, 20.
Sweet. Okay. He's gonna use his new telekinesis to sort of just have whatever's on his windowsill like float down to him.
Okay. So you use your telekinesis. Doesn't telekinesis state you have to be able to see the object? Currently, you cannot see what's on your windowsill.
Let me check.
Just make sure for me, because I'm pretty sure you do have to have eyes on the object.
I mean, if you do, he's probably just gonna sigh and go back to his room and like it's gonna be weird, but it's just like, sorry, forget something.
If he just goes back to his room, I'm stepping out with the worst eye boogers ever.
Yeah.
Oh
As you-
god.
Like,
As you-
oh
yeah.
fuck.
As you walk back up the stairs, Donovan, you come face to face with Garrak, who just looks so worse for wear. What do you say to him as you come face to face with this? No, he's green normally, but now he's like extra green.
Garrak, shake it off. Man, you got much to do today.
We got it. I believe in it. What are you doing? What are you up to?
I am currently investigating stuff going on with my room. Excuse me. And here,
Your
duck
room?
into his room and open his window.
And as you step past and you walk into your room and you close the door, Ivyn, you just begin to open your door, and Tharn, you doing the same. You both open your doors as you see Donovan quickly walking past, Garrak following fast in suit. You both all
Do I see what's on the? Do I see it?
Yeah, as you both walk in, actually looking at the windowsill, you see it almost instantly. But before we get to that, Ivyn and Tharn, as you see Garrak and Donovan quickly walking past back into Donovan's room, what do you two do?
Fine, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll just look at Ivyn, look at both Garrak and Donovan, thinking like, what are these children up to now? And I'll just stand. I'll go stand behind them to see what's going on.
Okay. And Ivyn, as you see Tharn look to you and look back to them, kind of shake his head and begin to walk over, what do you do?
He's only ever seen certain people enter Donovan's room, so he gets. So putting together the pieces of the puzzle, he doesn't really want to go and have a look, just in case.
Do I close the door before or after Tharn gets in?
I'd say you probably don't even close the door, right? You just kind of leave it open.
Oh, I just leave it open now?
Yeah.
What time in the morning is it?
Looking outside, Ivyn, you see that the sun has risen probably for about an hour now.
1
By
second,
the
just give me.
size of my eye bags, you can tell it's pretty early.
You always know the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset. I have keen mind.
Okay, so
Oh shit, really?
I'd say
Oh, shit.
it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 a.m.
I had to pick it up because I take notes, and it's the only viable thing that I can do to make it make sense.
Makes sense.
8 a.m.
So he. Okay, 8 a.m.
Also, it says nothing
Go
about
downstairs.
having to see the object or whatever.
What was that, Donovan? I didn't hear you.
Telekinesis says nothing about having to see the object.
You have telekinesis?
Yes.
Yeah, but
The
how did like?
Spell? Or
the feet.
Well, technically, if you've seen it out your window, you
oh,
know it's
telekinetic
there.
feet.
Yeah, the telekinetic field.
It gives you
Telekinetic.
mage hand. You could just use mage hand.
Yeah.
Get it
Yeah, I
down.
was gonna say like what
But
Yeah,
yeah,
if you
but-
saw it out your window, you would know it's there.
he didn't see
Yeah.
it out the window originally. He didn't even look out the window. He heard sobbing last night, and then before even looking out the window, he woke you guys up and went right downstairs to try to see it from downstairs rather than out his window.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ah, we gotta look at it out the window. Come on.
Well, what if it's a freaking dimension door and now I'm in fucking Narnia?
Well,
Maybe.
you don't have to worry about that, Donovan, because as you step inside, Garrak and Tharn following behind you, you all three see what it is instantly. Sitting upon your windowsill, directly outside the window, there is a sleeping fairy, dressed in black and pink clothes, with a bright pink hair and purple and golden wings. She is fast asleep, snoring.
Is this what you wait?
Yeah.
What you woke me up for?
Where I'm from, would I even know what this is? Well, I guess I read books. I guess I would have read up on a fairy. But...
I assume you being into religion and everything, the Feywild is a pretty big religious topic.
No, Ironclad, I woke you up.
I
to
feel like
give
I
you a
still wouldn't
tip.
have seen one before, like in person. I would have been
Also,
like, whoa, a
you're
fucking
also
fairy.
taking that domain that you're taking, which is literally their domain.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is true.
So you definitely would
Well,
know
then I
about
guess
them.
I would have read up on it now. I guess I would be currently reading up on it.
Yeah, so upon seeing it, you kind of remember, oh, I just remember reading about one of these in my books.
Yeah, like holy shit, bro. What? It's those times when you're like looking up on your phone about something and then you see it in person, or like you buying a car and then you see it it's like that. You're like, whoa.
And as you guys see the fairy sleeping upon the windowsill, what do you all do?
Donovan will open the window, gently pick up the fairy and put it in his bed while motioning for everyone to be quiet as
How big's
he
this fairy?
Tiny, literally tiny. They are.
Oh,
tiny.
like so it's a small. It's like a young
Yeah.
fairy, or is it just a small?
all
fairy?
fairies are tiny. That's their stat size.
Well, I'm
is
saying,
tiny.
can I tell if it's a young fairy or is it just a small fairy?
Fairies don't really show visible age. Like they don't like get wrinkly skin or anything.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fairies aren't born.
Well, I knew that, but I thought they still would like show a form of age. Like even Tharn, I can tell he's fucking old.
Well, yeah, because you are all from the regular plane. Fairies come from the
Oh.
Feywild,
Oh, that
or at
is
least
true.
original, and the Feywild is a lot more wonky.
I'm 27. What the fuck you mean old?
It's also like
Well,
elves.
I mean like old as like our age,
Elves don't
not
really,
like young. When I say young, I mean a child. Like you say a child. You know
elves
what I
don't
mean?
really
Mhm,
wrinkle
mhm.
either. They kind of get gray hair and then they kind of just die.
But yeah, he's gonna place the fairy in his bed and in motion for everyone to like step outside.
And as you
I
place
agree.
the fairy,
I step outside because
Shit.
I'm like not sure what's going on.
Tiny is 2 feet max. And that's almost like a butterfly in my eyes.
literally.
Yeah, dude, don't let Tharn get
Yeah,
near
fine.
it. Tharn will step on it and fucking just we're over. It's over. It's all done.
And as you set the
I
fairy
pulled Tharn
down,
out. I'm like, Tharn, come here.
you hear her loudly snoring, much more guttural as she is laid onto the bed. You can hear almost instantly she's become much more comfortable. You see her like kind of grab the blanket and curl up with it, wrapping up like a burrito almost in an instant. As you all
How loud
step.
is this snoring?
Very
Does she
loud.
need a CPAP machine?
As you shut the door, you can continue to hear her snoring from the inside.
I asked Donovan, does she need a CPAP machine?
Stop canonizing things that don't exist in this fucking universe.
If she needs it, plastic is canon in this universe.
No, it's not. I've
Whatever.
said both
Anyway.
plastic and styrofoam are not.
Whatever. Anyway, Ironclad and Ivyn.
CPAP
actually,
spell.
all of us should just head out for a bit. I'll let my fiance know that there's a fairy in our bed now. So yeah. Donovan will go to walk past everyone and just sort of lean over the banister, or not even lean over the banister. As he walks down the stairs, he just calls out to his fiance, "Hey, Katie." There's a fairy in our room. Let her sleep.
Katie, you hear, uh, uh, okay.
She's not chill with that. Someone needs to watch this room.
I don't know where she came from. It wasn't me.
Can I use
but
insight to make sure she's not gonna kill this fairy?
What's a fairy? You hear her call
Okay,
out.
never mind. We're good. We're good.
It's something from my homeland. Just let it be. You should be fine.
It must be some kind of wild beast if it comes from the Feywilds.
How hot is this
All
fairy? Do we need to be scared that she's gonna kill her?
Not wild beast. Okay.
Donovan, you're not helping us. You're making it sound like you're sleeping with this fairy.
Look, shut the hell up, because you keep thinking she's gonna die.
Tharn, as you get
I'm
closer, and
scared.
closer
This
to the
fairy
door,
looks like very, very
the-
tiny.
the snoring gets louder and louder. Tharn.
How the fuck does she have lungs like that? What is going on?
What are you doing, Tharn?
Just keeping an eye out on what I think is a butterfly, but just thinking to myself, like, what are they so worked up about?
Tharn, as you get closer to the door and you hear the snoring, it sounds like the snoring of your chieftain. The most guttural, fucking growling snore, so loud that it's booming through the door, and it's
Is
almost
it shaking the? Is it shaking the building?
it's almost
like-
louder than, like I said, your chieftain's snore.
Then I will most definitely go inside to see where that is coming from.
Oh my
and-
gosh! Please don't let Tharn go in.
Slowly opening the door, Tharn, you peek inside to see the wrapped up little creature, her head barely sticking out of the blanket. Fucking just snoring so loud that the blankets move every time.
Yeah, I will just go get Ivyn at this point because I don't know what I'm looking at.
I order a small drink.
You walk out of the room and you quickly walk over to Ivan's room. Ivan, you're still standing in the doorway, kind of.
Oh, he went
Probably-
downstairs. He
you-
was gonna go get some food.
you were
Yeah,
downstairs? Okay.
I didn't want to move
Oh.
because I didn't know how I could with all the collision stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you had to do
Oh.
it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
okay.
drag it down like you're going down the stairs, and then you move yourself to the stairs.
Oh, perfect.
It's so
But then-
fucking inconvenient, but it's the way it has to be
It
done.
is. That's fair. No, he would have. He would have been down this a while,
Mhm.
probably getting like breakfast.
Yeah,
It's
Tharn,
8 o'clock in the morning.
you quickly make your way down the stairs, and as you descend the stairs, Donovan, are you walking back up as he's walking down, or are you staying downstairs, Donovan?
Donovan is going to stay downstairs, and as Thorn comes downstairs, he's gonna like sort of motion for Thorn to follow him.
Tharn? Do you follow?
Yeah, I guess I'll follow.
I asked the barmaid for a small drink, and to do it very quietly,
If
like to
you're
sneak
if you're
it to me.
if you're trying to make the drink for the fairy, just hold off, Garrak. That's
No,
already-
no. It's for me. It's for me.
Okay. Because you
He-
said
I just
He
don't
needs
want
to pick
Donovan
me
to
up.
notice.
okay. Got you. All right.
Can I
Well,
hear this?
I need something. I don't want.
roll me.
I don't
Can I
want
hear
this.
you
This.
You can roll perception at disadvantage, Donovan, because you're leading Tharn somewhere. So you're kind of.
Sure, sure.
I don't
you're
want
preoccupied.
disadvantage because I'm fucking sober.
Where
Yeah,
are you?
yeah.
Where are you going, Donovan, as you lead Tharn? Like, 'cause I obviously have to move your token for you.
We will be going to the Iron Shield. No, we're going to the provisions place first. Excuse me.
Barthen's Provisions. Okay. So you gesture for Tharn to follow as you walk out the building. Roll me your perception at disadvantage.
Give me one moment so I can get the numbers.
And I need Garrak. Roll me stealth.
Three at disadvantage. Okay. Huh. I'll
Garrak,
bet.
what's
Come on,
your
no
plus?
pressure. Garrak, what's your plus? One second. I have to reload Alba.
I had to roll twice because I got it on disadvantage. I take 4.
Okay, 4. And you have no plus, no modifier?
No.
Okay, so you have to beat a 4, Donovan, with your disadvantage perception. What's your modifier, Donovan?
+3.
So he has to literally nat 1.
Twice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he has to nat 1 twice to
Oh, no,
lose.
not twice. Oh, no, disadvantage.
Donovan.
Disadvantage. No, no.
Donovan, it's for a good
Just
reason.
one. Just one. For a good reason.
Yeah. 2 4s.
2 4s.
Which still beats his pathetic actual 4 because you have a 7. So as you begin to walk out of
Okay.
the tavern, you hear Garrak whisper to your wife, "Make me a small drink."
Can I? Damn it.
As
Can I
it
try
was
to deceive
after
him?
that, Donovan's just gonna lift his hand to his mouth and say to his wife quietly via sending, "Don't do it. Actually, make it a non-alcoholic drink."
Make it a non-alcoholic.
Do they even?
And-
How do they have non-alcoholic drinks?
She
But not
she
fucking styrofoam.
she gives a nod. That's a real thing. Non-alcoholic beverages have existed for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah, that is true.
Yes.
Water.
I'm actually gonna-
We have drinks for kids and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, they've
It was
had,
just
yeah, they've had ale. They have non-alcoholic ale. They've had that for a very long time. That's a thing.
yeah.
So you
It-
see her. You see her. She takes your coin, Garrak, and she nods her head to you, but she doesn't respond to you, Donovan. But in reality, she goes underneath the counter, and Raven sees her grab the non-alcoholic ale and pour it into a mug, and then hand it to you.
Can I tell the difference?
Garrak, make me a perception at disadvantage.
I'm a drinker. Like, let's be honest.
You may be a drinker, but you're also having withdrawals right now, so placebo effect could go hard.
Oh, that is so true.
so
I
make
don't
me,
hit
so
like a
make me,
motherfucker.
yeah, so make me a
As long
disadvantage.
as it makes me feel better, I'm happy.
Yeah. Give me that perception.
It's like-
You said with disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage
It's
perception.
like the salesperson likes to say, like,
Wait, so
Tastes
am
exactly
I
the same.
rolling deception or am I rolling
no,
to
no
wait, what-
deception. No, just perception. Perception at disadvantage. You're trying to see if you recognize
Oh!
it to be non-alcoholic.
Okay, I got a 7.
Yeah, you do. You drink from it, and it goes down like the smoothest, nicest ale you've ever had.
I give the loudest that dude. Oh. I'm quenched. I feel better. I turn to Ivyn to start talking. How was your day, Ben?
He would look up. Sorry, I got pizza with me. He would look up to
Oh,
Garrak.
I see you got the pizza.
He would kind of give a small shrug. He feels. I feel better than before. The
That's good. That's
voice
good.
is not in my head as much.
Yeah, you're not stealing a bunch of shit. Wait, where'd you get
That's
that
good.
fucking pizza?
And
Did you steal the
Im-
pizza?
What was that? Ivan,
He
you
do-
cut out like crazy there.
oh right, okay, no, he doesn't actually have a pizza. I said that out of character.
Oh no, it's canon now. You have pizza.
Yeah, no, yeah, you already
okay.
said it.
Pizza's
You said
fine.
you were getting
Can-
food.
Canonizing pizza is one thing. That's fucking dough, tomato,
Tomatoes
and cheese.
during.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, like
So that's
He
fine.
has
the
pizza
thing
for
is, you
breakfast.
said you were getting
healthy.
food, so we're just making it pizza.
All right, that works. It was
And-
probably just gonna be cat food, but this is much better.
Raven looks to you, Garrak, and she's like, "If you want some pizza, you can just ask. It's free since you bought a room for the night every night."
It's free. Pizza is free. I asked for a bunch of pizza. Garrak's mind blown knowing that pizza's free.
I think it's within reason.
It's you get a free meal with your room, dummy.
Yeah, but I thought y'all gave us like fucking hardtack and shit. What's this shit I've been taking from the corner then?
She looks over and she
You
says,
never asked.
"She says, do you mean the cheese from the rat trap?"
Oh shit! That was a rat trap.
No wonder the rats have been so bad lately. You've been eating the
my
cheese that.
gosh,
Wait a
dude.
second. Have you been feeling sick? There's poison in
Yeah,
that cheese.
dude. I honestly have been feeling terrible. I've been
There's-
feeling terrible lately.
There's poison.
I thought it was withdrawals.
in the cheese.
That makes sense.
Do I need to make an antidote?
No.
Yes, honestly, please.
There's only enough.
Wait,
poison.
why does he-
There's only enough poison to kill a rat. And well, I mean, how many days have you been eating the rat cheese?
How long have we been here?
4 days. You've been eating the rat cheese for 4 days?
Well, technically 3 days. Technically 3 days.
I thought
Because
I figured
we weren't
you
here
were-
a day.
I figured you've been eating meals out.
Where's this pizza? Where is this pizza that y'all are talking about?
She pulls from underneath the counter a whole fresh
What
pizza.
the fuck? Garrak's eyes go wide, like he just saw a fucking magic trick. He knows magic,
You do
and he feels like he just saw a magic trick.
You do understand that not only your friend Donovan, but Tharn and even your wooden friend Echo have all been eating the food here, right?
No, I thought they were just making pizza on the road, dude. To
It's
be
not
honest,
just pizza. We served steak last night. We have pizza today. 2 nights ago it was burgers, and then I think we had
What?
it was lamb chops when you first got here.
what? Nah, hold up.
It's pretty good food
Hold
in all
up.
fairness.
Oh
He-
yeah,
Like Ivan
up.
pipes up.
Even-
It's
even
like,
Ivan's been eating the food. Are you that drunk
Hold up.
constantly that you eat rat cheese?
I'm not drunk. I'm too sober. That's what it is.
No, I think the problem is this is the first time I've ever seen you not order a drink. I think you've been
shit,
so
no, that is
drunk
true.
the past 4 days. You've been eating poisoned rat cheese and didn't realize we had food on the counter here every night.
No, that might be true. He starts to think back the second he walked in. He starts to think back to the second he walked in. They were like, "Oh, Taco Tuesday," and he was like, "I thought that was a joke."
You walk over to the where you've been getting your food in this corner from next to the fucking bounty board, and inspecting it a little closer. You can see your goddamn fingerprints all over this goddamn countertop. And you look
No
underneath.
doubt.
You look underneath it.
The dust is like wiped off because I
You,
slipped.
you look underneath the counter, on the floor, like 4 or 5 dead rats.
What the? Oh my god! I don't doubt I would totally do this shit too. He probably would. Garrak would eat all of that cheese.
You make your way back over to the bar as Raven looks at
He's
you.
like, so is the Garrak asks, so is the cheese in the pizza poisoned, or is it just that cheese over there?
Raven puts her hand on her face. I gotta take a 15. You handle this, Katie. As she
Because
walks
I have
outside.
purified food and drink. Do you need me to purify that real quick?
He walks outside. And as Raven walks outside, we cut back to Donovan and Tharn making their way to Barthen's Provisions, having just arrived to the scene.
Before we go in, Ironclad, I want to give you something.
Oh, what is it?
This. And as he says that, he produces a tattoo needle. That is the source of the coiling grasp tattoo he got last session, and he'll offer it to Thorn.
Falling grasp tattoo. What the fuck?
Coiling grasp.
I don't even know what that is. Falling grasp.
As you both approach Barthen's Provisions, you begin to see the smoke stack in the distance as the building comes into sight. The door closed tightly. You hear bustling from inside.
Assuming Ironclad takes the tattoo needle from him, he will walk up and knock on the door.
Yeah, I'll take the needle, of course.
Walking
Alright.
up, Donovan, as you begin to knock on the door, it just begins to slowly creak open.
Botham, are you here, Botham?
Venturing inside, you see Barthen and one of his assistants currently in the middle of doing some paperwork. Barthen behind the table looks to you and he says, "Ah, good to see you, Donovan." And he sees Tharn beginning to walk in behind you. Ah, and big feller Tharn too. How can I help you two today?
My man, I just need a couple things from you. Do you have a master brewing kit?
Brewing supplies. He begins flipping through some paperwork, looking through his inventory. Ah, yes. Here, give me just a moment. And he quickly jumps up from his seat and he runs into the back room and you see him disappear into the darkness as he. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Skull of Tafiti? Nope, don't need that. Here it is. And he starts to. You see a whole massive metal tankard sitting on his shoulders along with a bunch of pipes and tubing and other stuff for brewing as he walks over and he sets it all down on the table and he looks kind of over around it and he looks to you and he says, "Here you go, a whole master brewing kit."
How much is that?
Let's see here. 25 silver piece.
Okay, and do you have a, let's say intermediate brewing kit? Something you could travel with?
Flipping through his paperwork. We have more tubing, basic supplies for it, but maybe this might do your good. And he kind of walks over to the left and he grabs something. Yeah, here it is. And he walks back over and you see him holding just a jug with 3 X's on it. And he looks at you and he says, you can put something you want to ferment into here and carry it around with you. It's about the best you can really do for an on-the-go brewery, though.
Well, let me be clear. I'm looking for sort of a traveling alchemist kit.
No, anything involving alchemy other than the basic materials I sadly don't have. If you ever get the chance to venture to Neverwinter, they probably have a few shops there that might be more suited to what you need. Sorry, friend.
Damn. Okay. Well, he's gonna look to Thorn and sort of point to the master brewing kit and be like, "Do me a favor and take that back to the inn. Just put it around back. Tell Katie it's out there, and
it's
tell her to." Sorry, go ahead.
It's at this moment, Tharn, that you realize the only reason Donovan had you come with him was to carry stuff back for him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you react, Tharn?
Am I your mule or something?
Consider it repayment for me giving you a powerful ability.
I mean, have you seen me? I'm a powerful ability myself. Out of character when I'm not getting down by the DM like a damn chump.
Well, he said I'm a powerful ability myself.
Motherfucker flexing his muscles. You see the fucking biceps rippling and glistening in the light of the flickering candles of the shop.
Donovan just pinches his nose slightly and goes, Yes, I know you're very strong, which is why I'm asking you to carry that back to the inn for me."
Oh my. Don't you have telekinesis?
Yes, but he can't lift something that big.
Oh,
It can only lift upwards of 10 pounds.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what Mage Hand can lift.
What about Mage Hand?
That's
what
all
he's-
Mage Hand
That's what it
can
is,
lift.
yeah. His mage hand is a little bit better because of the telekinetic feat. But Tharn,
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the brewer kit from him and I'll take it back. But before I step outside the door, I will say to him like, "Do you now see that might does or is better than magic? You can't even bring a brewery kit, man."
The only reason you're standing is because of magic. Don't forget, I had to stomp on your chest that last fight we had to get you back up.
I did not know that. I was unconscious at the time, but rest assured,
Let's call it even for now.
but now that you mentioned it, that you can't call that even.
As Thorn, you quickly shut the door behind you. Fucking kind of a little salty at the conversation, but fucking whatever, call it fair. And you begin to make your way back to the inn as Donovan, the little guy next to you, not Barthen, but his friend, turns his head to you and he says, "You know, you ought to be careful. You do understand that they make up a herd, right? That goes around killing anyone that isn't also big and powerful. You're lucky he's not like the most of them."
Spoken like a man who's never died before. Anyway, I have better things to do than entertain plebeians.
Huh? What
I'll
is-
be
what?
later. He literally just threw a bunch of mumbo jumbo at him to confuse him while he leaves.
And he's just like, I don't know how to and he's gone. As you close the door
And he
behind
goes
you.
to the iron coaster, iron shield coaster.
All right. Before we do that,
Whoa.
before we head to the Lion Shield coaster,
Iron shield coaster.
we get back to the inn where Tharn, you have just arrived with the brewery stuff. You bring it around back, and you set it all down. And after doing such, you make your way back around inside to the inn, where you find Ivyn and Garrak feasting on some pizza.
I have eaten 4 boxes of pizzas.
You were cut off 3
Oh,
pizzas ago.
The trays.
Yeah, you only get one.
You were cut off.
You only
3
get
pizzas
1
ago.
pizza?
Yeah, you get a free meal. You don't get infinite
Yeah.
free meals.
You don't get magic pizza? I thought it was like magic pizza.
They
No,
have
I'm
Ivan
having this
described-
argument with them. If I don't
Yeah.
get pizza, then I'm having this argument with them.
Ivan
I'm
would
like,
share
I thought it
a
was
pizza
magic
slice with
pizza.
him.
I mean, you didn't get like a magic box that's called like the box of infinite pizza.
That's what I thought it was.
You
Like,
both see
what? I
Tharn.
thought it was unlimited pizza. Like, what? I thought when I closed the box and opened the box, it was gonna give me another pizza.
I mean, Tharn isn't the smartest, the
you give
sharpest
me the
knife
pizza.
in the drawer, but
I mean, shit. My magic can fucking bring people back to life, bro. How can your magic not bring another pizza back to life?
I mean, I don't have really that much magic.
Katie looks to you, Garrak, and she
Oh, not
says,
you.
she
I'm talking
says-
about. I'm talking to.
I don't think they have pizza revivification magic. I don't think that's a thing.
But I'm glad to see
Alright,
you
fine.
found the pizza this time.
Hey, Tharn's back.
Actually, I do have an idea. I do have.
What? Hold up.
I have.
Tharn, shut up.
As Katie looks to you, Garrak, and she sees your pizza box, one tiny bite of crust being left, she places her hands on the pizza crust, and she uses the cantrip Mending, which,
Ooh.
by the spell's definition, fixes a break in anything that is 5 feet by 5 feet. The pizza being smaller than that, and technically being broken, it begins to magically reapparate in front of your eyes.
Oh my gosh. I give her 2 silver.
Huh. I didn't think that would work.
Can I do that to my pizza?
Actually, I give her
Do
1
you have
silver.
the cantrip Mending?
Yes, I
I give her
do.
1.
You
Whoa,
place
hold
your-
up. I give
you
Ivan a
place-
silver.
You place your hand over your own pizza, Ivyn, and you're like, I wonder. And you
Oh, I
cast the
thought
Mending
Ivan did
cantrip,
it.
and it works. Your whole pizza begins to reapparate from a single crumb.
He's gonna fold up the pizza and put it in his bed. Infinite rations, baby. Infinite rations. I'm
do
riding.
the
I'm riding
same
this
thing.
now.
I do the same thing, but with the whole box, and I try to stuff the whole box in my pocket.
Of course, since you all have infinite inventory, they just slide in, just slips away.
I struggle a little bit. I'll say I struggle a little bit.
There's a
I
pizza
struggle.
box.
I struggle for
There's a
comedians.
pizza box sitting out of the back of your pants, just like halfway jutting out, like it's like kind of tucked in underneath your shirt, but not really. As you all continue to munch down on your pizza, as Katie looks to the three of you and she says, "So now that you've all returned from your last quest, is it time to embark on another?" Pointing to the bounty board.
No, it's time to go buy shit.
Oh, well, I mean, couldn't you do that and then also do another quest?
Oh, we are, but in the way that it's like a line. You know, you gotta do one, then the other, and then the other,
Oh,
and the other. And
I was just saying you could.
sometimes it goes backwards.
I
you
was
know?
just saying you could go look at the quests and to kind of decide what you wanted to do now.
Oh yeah, we probably should go do that. Ivan, let's go do that.
As you hop up from the bar, Ivan, do you follow Garrak over to the bounty board?
Like,
Yeah,
let's go.
he's kind of having difficulty trying to get his pizza into his bag, but eventually, yeah, he would manage to stand up, lug his bag over his shoulder, and swiftly follow along. I need to roll.
It slaps to your back with a sloppy.
Yeah, I need to actually roll something. I forgot. Yeah, I need to do my experimental elixir, which is just 1d6.
You are the only one with a bag of holding, right, Ivan? Do you have a bag of holding or not?
I have a bag of holding.
I can't remember if you do or not.
We have a bag of holding.
I had a bag of holding, but then I traded it in for a gauntlet.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah.
You traded
Yeah.
in a bag of holding. Man, what is wrong with you?
I was gonna do a bag of holding, and they said we were
Oh,
just gonna
neat.
have unlimited
Okay.
inventory, and I said that I wouldn't need a bag of holding if we had
Hmm.
unlimited. Because
That's fair.
I was gonna use it for inventory, and then I was like, I could break the game with it, and then I was like, nah.
I get a potion of swiftness. He has a vial on his chest that is blue in nature.
All right. As you guys walk over to the quests, you see one quest has now disappeared off of the list. The Loggers Camp quest has been completed, and now there's only 2 follow-up quests on the board, which is Butterskull Ranch and Mountain's Toe.
Out of character, I believe we're doing the ranch last because that's got the orcs, and we wanted Alpha back for that.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. What speaks to you, Ivan?
He would kind of look over the board. He would contemplate for a little while.
Ivan, reading the Butterskull Ranch quest, you read the first sentence of the quest. Orcs have attacked Butterskull Ranch, and a shiver runs down your spine. Compared to the first sentence of Mountain's Toe, where it reads, "The Mountain's Toe gold mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. A new overseer has arrived and needs to be brought there."
Yeah, he goes for the first one, I think. He senses that there's a slight urgency within the word.
Wait, no, are you saying the orc one is the one you're wanting to go for? I was trying to emphasize the fact that you just almost got killed by orcs, so you probably didn't really
Yeah,
wanna-
Ivan, are you sure you as Ivan would want to go to fight
that's
orcs
what I was-
after we
yeah.
just fought orcs?
That's what I was trying to.
Uh-oh.
That's what I was trying to emphasize. You guys just got back from a fight where you almost died with orcs, and you being the scaredy cat, Ivan, and everything. I figured orcs
Yeah.
having attacked the ranch, you would probably want to do the other one. That's what I was trying.
But then he would also want to help, given his backstory.
That's true. Just the biggest thing is Alpha won't be able to show up in time if we do it.
Fuck
now.
it, Garrak just grabs the other
Oh.
one, and he's like, "Fuck it, Ivan, you're not picking fast enough," and he grabs the other one and leaves.
Yeah.
Okay, with that out of character knowledge, with if Alpha cannot get there in time, then yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go to the other one. That's fine.
Garrak, hurry up!
As you're in the middle
Ivan,
of
hurry up.
in the middle of deep thought, Ivan, looking at the page, you quickly realize that Garrak, having seen the details of that one, decides he doesn't want to fight any fucking orcs after that last fight, and quickly grabs the other one. You snapping back to reality as you see him quickly walking past you, calling for your attention to follow him.
And in all fairness, he didn't take any damage that last fight, so.
Yeah, but I don't think immediately Ivan would feel like he's invincible.
No, he doesn't feel he's invincible, but he definitely feels more confident than that they can take on orcs.
I'll give you that validation.
And also the fact that they're attacking, and he currently wants to try and like be as helpful as possible.
Yeah, but it's like.
But
Think about it
regardless,
like this.
you follow Garrak,
Yeah,
right,
I
Ivan?
can move on. Yeah.
So
I mean, he would
follow-
go wherever a Garrak goes, in all fairness.
Yeah. So following behind Garrak, Tharn, you see the two of them grab a quest off the board. You quickly begin to wrap up your food, right? You begin to eat the rest of your pizza quickly, Tharn?
Not folds up the box. Puts it
This is
Yeah. Yeah. I'll also down a drink. A
Okay.
quick ale.
As you begin to quickly down the whole ale in one sitting, KT looks to you and she's like, "Oh my! We gnomes are known to drink, and but that's mighty impressive, big feller."
I mean, the sizes of these rings barely compare to what I got back home, but sure.
Well,
Isn't that what the brewing kit's for?
I'll try to make something a little better for when you guys get back.
Thanks.
Speaking of which, Katie, are you gonna need the help? Because Darn did just really like throw it on the fucking floor.
No, me and Raven have it covered. Worry not. They're, more troublesome than anything. Pointing to the group of, 3 people who have been sitting in the tavern for the past 2 days, drinking non-stop, and then passing out in the corner, and then continuing to drink the next morning.
Are they bothering you?
Oh, no. They're just, they're beginning to stink.
You want us to take care of it?
No. Harbin Wester has told us to leave them be. If their gold is good, then their smell must be tolerated, he says. And as you hear this, you hear ha 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 coming from the corner. Everyone, actually, Ivyn, Tharn, and Garrak, roll me history.
History. Oh boy.
all 3 of us.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I'm about to fucking hold up.
We allowed to guidance ourselves, or is this just like spur of the moment
Spur of the
history?
moment. Spur of the
Oh.
moment.
Yeah, okay. That's the thing with
Yeah,
guidance.
pretty
Like
good.
guidance is
Wow, you
I
got
need to
higher
go
than me, and
to
I'm a
the-
history buff.
Uh,
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
history plus 3. I got 22.
Okay. And Tharn.
What does
you
it
got
mean
a-
if I'm proficient in it?
It means you add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus is added. Which, if you're
don't
adding,
know
if you're adding your modifier from D&D Beyond, your modifier already includes it, so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Garrak, you don't really pay any attention to what happens, but Ivyn and Tharn, something about what just happened was eerily familiar, but you can't place your finger on it. However, Ivyn, it
Yeah.
cuts to you to the soul. Your ears snap at attention. It must be your superb hearing as a cat, as a tabaxi, but you recognize that laugh. The same laugh that you heard outside of the Shrine of Savaris after waking up from a very strange dream and feeling refreshed and energized.
Ooh.
At first, you think maybe it might just be a coincidence, but
Mhm.
you hear the laugh again. Ha 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 ha! And it is identical.
You would kind of move over to Garrak, pulling on whatever loose fabric he can, and
What you need, Ivan?
whispering.
He was responding in character.
Ivan?
He was saying what you need, Ivan.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't actually hear what he said.
Oh, my bad.
That laugh, doesn't it sound familiar?
Oh shit. Oh shit, it does. Huh.
I think
How
that's
much is a drink?
What?
How much would a rack of drinks be for that table? I guess 3 people. That's what, like 15 gold? I mean 15 copper.
That's not the point right now. Hey, and you're kind of. Can cats
Yeah.
snap?
Yeah, you can snap, 100%.
Okay, cool. He would kind of snap his fingers, trying to bring Garrak back into the moment. I thought
What?
you were supposed to be refraining from alcohol. That's what you told me.
No, not for me. It's a gift. I mean, they helped us, we helped them. Walk up to the table.
Okay, hold up. Garrak, you do not yet understand the concept that you might have been
Wait.
helped. Okay.
Okay.
So
did he? What
all
did he explain? So
all
what
you know
does
so
he
far-
explain to me?
All you know so far is that there's a laugh that Ivyn just heard that he says he thinks sounds familiar. You, based off your history roll, don't recognize the laugh immediately, but upon hearing it again, it does sound familiar, but you cannot put your finger upon why.
Oh,
it
so
sounds
I
familiar.
do know it, but I don't know where it's from.
Yeah, it's because of your history roll.
Oh, okay.
You still aren't able
Gotcha.
to recall what, but it does sound familiar. His words do ring true. Upon hearing the laugh again, but you can't put your finger on it. So he snaps his fingers in front of your face. How do you react?
I mean, I don't know where it's from. I guess I asked him where it's from. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If I don't know where it's from, I would ask him where it's from.
It's. I think that was from the Shrine of Savaris.
Yeah, the place where we just came from.
Yeah, we heard the laugh when we woke up from
Yeah,
that.
when they helped us.
And as Ivyn begins to say it, it all kind of becomes it slowly comes back to you. You remember the dream, a strange dream, and then waking up and hearing a laughter. Though, as Ivyn said, it does sound familiar. Though you can't remember that night too well. You were bruised and bloodied pretty badly, Garrak. Your mind.
Do we remember the fight?
You remember the fight, 100%, yes. But before the fight, this is when the laugh took place. So you still can't. You're not sure. While you trust Ivyn, you don't know yourself. You hear his laugh, and you're kind of unsure, right? So you would probably be more. You would be more. Ivyn telling you that this laugh he's heard this laugh before. You would still not be quite convinced. You don't remember the event.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay, now I'm starting to
you
understand.
got back from that day, bloody, bruised.
Yeah,
nearly having
yeah.
died. And it's all kind of fuzzy in your mind, especially before the fight. The fight is very clear. The bloodshed, the swings, the
Everything
blows.
after and before.
But before
is
that,
what?
it's just so. Especially even that
Okay.
dream. That dream, you can't really remember it anymore. You can't put your finger on what happened. But Ivyn, because of Ivan's super high history roll and his strange the reasoning being his strange tabaxi senses, he remembers all of it perfectly. So now,
I got
so now
you
back to the
now. I
scenario.
got you now.
How do you react, Garrak? So he tells you this.
I
He
would
says-
I would more like be like, are you sure? Like it was. I don't think there was no one around. What do you mean? Like I did hear a laugh, but I figured that was just one of the orcs or something.
That
Like,
was no orc.
I
That was
don't-
no orc.
Tharn,
Maybe
I'm not sure.
they've come to help us again.
Tharn, you
They
hear-
might.
You hear this conversation between Ivyn and Garrak. Well, you don't really hear the conversation, but you see them stopped in the doorway, having just been getting ready to leave. You finishing your food, getting ready to join them, and you walk up behind them and you begin to hear the conversation, Garrak or Tharn, as they talk about this laugh. What do you say, Tharn?
What's this all about, a laugh? I mean,
Ivan thinks.
did
that
we all
that the
hear a
person
laugh
that just-
back then?
Ivan thinks that the person that just laughed is the same person that tried to save us in the wilderness when we were fighting at that temple.
I mean, all the better. And we
Do you
can give
think it
thanks or
sounds
something.
familiar?
I guess it does. I'm not sure.
I'm thinking. I mean, if they just been sitting here drinking, I'm thinking about maybe paying for their drinks. At least the next two. You know, for the help.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty fair.
We should at
Alrighty.
least probably ask them first, not jump to
Well, I
conclusions.
mean, if both the, I mean, it's concept of the group. If both of y'all outweigh me, I mean,
I mean,
You
they're
know?
dwarves. They like to drink.
I mean, we know
As
to
you
an
guys are
extent, but
as you
we
guys are
could just ask.
talking, you see directly to your left of where you have stopped, right in the doorway, of course, is the bard who is doing his thing, performing. But you all have heard that he slowly began to stop playing, and now he's totally listening to the conversation as he looks to all of you and he says, "Wait, so you're saying that you received help, but didn't see anyone and heard laughter coming from the forest, but not all of you are sure if it's the laugh or even if you heard a laugh? If that's the case, how do you know if they even helped you at all? They've been here. Why? The only time I've seen them leave is to step out to vomit or piss."
for how long?
The short one, the very, very short one, with the strange guitar and backpack. He stepped out for about a half an hour to go number 2 behind the building, but I didn't think much of it.
So the other ones just stayed here.
Correct, yes, the other 2 continued to drink, but he returned not even 30 minutes later, pulling his pants up as he walked around the corner. So I assumed he was being truthful. But as I said, you didn't even see them give you aid. Those 3 drunkards, there's no way they offered you some kind of assistance in battle. Adventurers like yourself, you've cleared nearly 4 adventures in your time being here.
I mean, that doesn't mean.
You can't just assume that as somebody, though. You know what I mean?
I guess that is true, but I've lived here my whole life,
Can
and that they've never seemed to do anything out of the ordinary but drink.
Ivan starts to have a mental breakdown.
Can I roll insight on this bard?
Go ahead.
With keen mind, I can accurately recall anything I've seen or heard within the past
Fucking
month.
what?
Oh, Ivan, you're
my
sure.
God, dude.
Oh, it's spot on.
I got
It's
11.
identical.
Oh, okay, cool. So he
fucking
won't
lie.
have a mental breakdown. He'll just think that maybe he's talking out his ass.
Fucking Okay.
What was your roll, Gora?
An 11.
An
Gotta
11.
give myself guy.
He seems to be telling the truth. Yeah. As he looks at the 3 of you and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was eavesdropping. My bad. I have that is a bit of a bad habit of mine, being the bard of the tavern. I hear quite a story or two, and they are always interesting. Please allow me to introduce
You heard anything
myself.
else lately?
My name is Gilbert Gungo. And no, I have not.
See anyone else?
Oh, actually, now that you speak of it. Now that you speak of it, I heard recently that west of Phandalin, upon the coast, there is an old stone lighthouse. Ships are drawn to its gleaming tower like moths to a flame, and oftentimes doomed to crash upon its rocks. I think their wrecks are filled with treasure. I heard actually those three talk about it not too long ago. I think one of them ventured there and found a few gold.
You got any Highland Kush?
Of course. And he reaches to his
Oh, hell yeah,
reaches to
dude!
his
What?
back pocket and he pulls out a joint.
What? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. May I have one?
Actually, now that you asked that question, I have a question to ask of my own, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I would be more than happy to share my Highland Kush, if you would be maybe okay with me having a part of your adventures and joining your group.
Oh, heck yeah. What? What is good, my guy? Hold up. Let me study him real quick.
Okay.
While I say this, I'm going to study him.
Roll me
I'm going
investigation.
to do moment to think and study.
Oh, right. You're gonna do actual moment to think. Okay, you cast the spell moment to think.
Yeah.
Then do your check.
No,
It's a 15.
I'm actually, can I guidance before? Because it's
That's fine.
because since it's another action.
I'll definitely allow for a guidance.
Is
Ivan would
hold
look
up.
to Tharn in the meantime just to see what he thinks.
Thorn isn't thinking a whole lot.
Guidance is
But-
what? It was
Go
that's
ahead,
just
go
a
ahead,
plus
go-
4, right?
I mean, go ahead with what you're saying.
Guidance
Oh.
is just another plus 4, right?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
a 9.
Your rolling is terrible.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Hey,
I
get
don't
it all
know.
out
Can
now
I,
before
Can I reload
combat.
the page? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why my rolling is so bad today.
Want to add
You
a
gotta
funny?
switch
You
dice.
want to add a funny dice?
I don't even think I have a funny dice to add.
Check. You should be keeping track.
I gave away a lot of mine.
Oh yeah,
have
you
to-
did give me some of yours.
But that was for the
I-
final thing that we used it on.
Oh yeah, I
I
have
have-
no funny die.
I have 2 left.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 0.
Okay.
Crack some
What will
jokes,
10
man.
get me?
Well, with a 10, you do get to learn
Oh, a 9.
one.
Oh, it's a 9. It's a
you
9.
learn
I'm not gonna cheat.
one thing of the list. What do you want to learn about him?
I want to learn his what do you call it? His like chaotic good, or you know what I'm talking about?
Alignment.
Ah,
I want to know his alignment.
chaotic, neutral.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, he can come with us. If everyone else is okay with that.
Grok, you turn.
He's,
I
around.
don't
he's a
like this.
I also let them know he's chaotic neutral.
Ivan doesn't know what that means.
He's not gonna kill us. Well, he's gonna be semi okay with killing us if it means it's good for him.
He looks to you
But it's
all
still
and he
gonna hurt
says,
him to do it.
Yeah, that's true. If I have to leave you all to die to survive, that is a choice I will make.
See? But we
But-
also have 4
but
people that are willing
do
to kill
underst-
you.
Do
So
understand? I will never attack you all, and that would only happen if I see no way to save you, but it is possible to save myself. Understand?
yeah, he's not sleeping in the Lehman's tiny hut.
With that clarification, I think Ivan would feel suitably relieved a little bit.
Oh yes, I will.
But
be,
he's
I
still-
will be more than bluntly honest. I am a little out of my mind. I'm a bard after all. I use magic
I mean,
to
yeah,
bitch
that's
control
why I
the
checked
weave.
you. I had to look to make sure.
Let me ask you, my furry friend. I've seen you use some magic here and there. You had to study quite some time to unlock that alchemist power, did you not?
He would look down at his vials for a moment and look back up. It came sort of naturally, but sort of.
Ah, so
Sort of.
we are in a similar boat. But for me, I simply one day picked up this guitar, and upon strumming the strings, I figured out I could just simply control the weave. Either it loves my music so much it gives me abilities, or hates my music so much that I can play it like a fiddle.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I've seen the likes of you a few times.
As he
Worry
Would
about
you
you a lot too.
as he looks to you all,
be
he says,
helpful?
Would you say, Ivan?
Said, would you be helpful?
Oh
I
yeah, no,
s-
they're great.
I
They're great.
specialize in buffs and debuffs. Support overall.
I'm fine with it. If y'all are good too.
Ivan would seem a little bit more inclined, considering he's the main support Artil.
Oh,
Like,
Ivan, you're still gonna be important. Just remember,
oh yeah, no,
we might have to kill him one day.
oh yeah, but it just takes the weight off his shoulder. He's just contemplating that in his head.
As long as I survive as the main punching bag, I'm fine.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be a great punching bag.
I will be.
Ivan would give a small nod after some careful consideration, clearly accepting the terms.
Okay. He looks at all of you and he says, I am so delighted. Thank you all so much for allowing me to join you all. As I said, my name is Gilbert Gungo, and I shall be your assistant. And the DM NPC has joined your party. This is my attempt to help you guys, because I've noticed that it can be a little rough sometimes.
A little bit.
It could be a little rough sometimes. And
Hey, but we
I'm
make
gonna-
it through the.
I'm not gonna cap with you guys in any manner. I nuked Root's health for that fight. I nuked
Oh, did
it.
you? Oh, okay.
I
All right.
nuked Root's health for
Oh,
that
I don't
fight
doubt it.
because
Because
there
of
was
the
no
fact that,
chance
like,
you
what
passed
else
it
was going
otherwise.
on and all that.
There was no chance you passed it otherwise, and I didn't want to just kill you guys like that. I didn't think it was fair.
I mean, definitely not with
Especially,
how
like,
the
with all the shit
situation
that was going
unfolded.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have gotten away. Don't know about the rest. Well, Ivan could have gotten
Oh,
away.
Ivan
Gotten away, I
definitely could have gone away. Ivan is.
Besides that,
Well, we all could have ran if it wasn't. We were all planning on running, but then, you know, shit happened.
yeah, it wasn't our fault.
Mhm.
Yep.
It
But,
was Donovan's.
All
I will go over and offer my coin.
You
He says the
casted the
one
shatter
with the
spell.
hat, right? The one with the hat and the whatever.
You were all level 5,
What?
correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
So just give us a level 10 bard and we're even.
All good.
No,
He
that'd
He
be.
is the same level as you all. I'm making him. I'm just using the pre-made elf bard.
Level 10
from
bard
D&D
is
Beyond.
fucking.
That works.
Super
Yeah,
easy.
Ivan obviously voted for yes. If we're doing democracy here, he wants to have extra people keeping Tharn up with his impeccable luck.
I mean,
I
it's
need to
not
work on-
my
I'm gonna
impeccable
roll my
luck.
die a few times.
It's the DM's
Right,
impeccable luck.
It was
Not mine.
ironic. I was saying it ironically.
I know, but still, I hope it back.
Yeah.
All right.
Fairness check. My shit's.
Bard just needs to debuff the narrator. Fine, and that's fine.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I got a 1, a 2, a 9, a 7, and a 5 in a row.
Yeah, but we're not in combat, so it doesn't get them all
No,
out now
this is
before.
just checking my fairness. It's
I mean, rolls outside of combat also matter depending on the situation.
Oh yeah, no,
Exactly.
of course. But we get all the bad ones out whilst it's not important,
Dude.
and then we get all the good ones when it is.
I
That's
got
what you hope.
25 1s and 25 6s.
Did
Hey,
you
the
keep
likelihood
count?
of continuing to roll low is considerably low when it keeps rolling. That's gambler's fallacy for you.
I've got 2 20s, 2 19s, 2 17s, and a 15.
Okay. The character sheet is made. Had to do that real quick.
Okay. No.
All right, with that, Gilbert Gungo has joined the party as the DM NPC. As he looks to all of you and he gives a bow and he says, I am so delighted to join the party. I hope to do my best in the support.
I mean, it's all
I go
Fine
offer
and well.
that- I go offer that guy money.
Who are you
I
offering
thought we're-
money?
Rock?
What?
Who are you offering money?
The guy that he said helped us. The one that he said left for a little while.
You walk around the corner, but there are 3 people. And 2 of them are very short, though one of them is very, very short, has a strange guitar and a backpack. You assume that to be the one.
Okay. I walk up and I go, "Hello. Oh shit. What can I do? Were you the person that helped us in the woods?
All 3 of them, they're talking.
Not all 3 of them, just
I
the
know,
one
I
that
know.
I think it is.
All 3 of them, they're talking though. And
Oh,
as you walk
okay.
up, and you like, hey, did you help me in the woods? They all instantly go silent. Their heads slowly turning to you. First, the one on the left speaks, right on the screen, but left in reality. And he looks at you and he says, "What are you talking about, bub?" And then the one on the right, "Yeah, what you talking about there? What do you mean helped you in the woods?" And then the one in the very back, "Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific. I've helped a lot of good-looking fellers like you in the woods, if you know what I mean." Am I right, boys? And he
Okay.
slaps the table,
That's
and
fair,
they
fair.
all start laughing.
Did you help? Did you basically? This is exactly what happened. We were fighting at a temple. We were all beat up. We had a dream, and then we were able to whoop the fucking the orc's ass. Did any of y'all participate in any of that?
They're all looking at you. Yeah, feller, are you asking us if one of us gave you a dream that helped you kick an orc's ass? You're an orc! They're laughing their asses off.
Okay, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Does anyone want to give me a straight answer?
Look, feller, I don't know who you are, but none of us here have seen you in the woods or helped you. Yeah, guy, I don't know what you're talking about, but it wasn't us. Huh. Arr. Take the word for it, boy, and be moving on with your day.
All right. Well, I was gonna offer y'all a drink, but that works for me. Have a good one.
As you say that,
I leave.
one of them puts their hands on the table. Wait. Now. Just wait. Do you turn around?
Yes, I do. I do.
You see the big guy has his hand on the table, and he looks to you and he says, "Now that I think about it, yeah, I did give you some help in the woods. So that round of drinks would definitely be deserved."
Wait, who said it?
This one right here.
Okay.
The big guy.
You know what I do? I say, well, now we're doing it the hard way. Now it's on me. I use Zone of Truth, and you have to give me the full answer.
Ask the
That work with
question.
y'all?
Ask the question.
No, that's what I asked.
They all.
I say, are they?
Yeah, they all look at each other and they look at you, and the big guy kind of gulps and he says, "Ask your question."
Oh, I think isn't Zone of Truth a? Yeah, it's 60 feet. I can ask them all a question.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
10
yeah.
minutes.
That's what I mean. But they
Oh,
don't. They're saying ask the question you want the truth to.
Oh, well, first I Zone of Truth,
Yes. Okay.
but and then I'm like, who helped us at that temple?
First, the big guy.
Does
speaks.
anyone answer?
First, the big guy speaks. I didn't. Then the other guy on the other side speaks. I didn't either. And then lastly, the guy in the back. Nope. Wasn't me.
Alrighty. That's all I need to know. See, this could have been so much easier. Like, come on. And then I give them all a copper and leave.
And as you place the copper on the table and you begin to turn around, you hear, ha 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 ha! All right, lads, let's continue drinking. The one in the very back says.
What? Did he say anything?
Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't. You cut out.
Oh. As you're walking away, after you place the copper on the table and you begin to walk away, he says, ha 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 ha! Fellers, let's continue our drinking.
Oh, they just all say, let's. Okay, got you. I walk over to our group and I say, they didn't say it was them.
Ivyn looks puzzled by this revelation. I assume he laughs again and he can recall it being...
Mm-hmm.
Something doesn't sit right with him.
I know it.
I mean-
I say, like, do you say anything about it not sitting right with you?
It's visible on his face. He doesn't talk
Okay.
much.
Well, I go, I know for a fact. And then, because Zone of Truth reaches here, I go, tell me something you'd lie about. Or do I, wait, how does Zone of Truth, do I have to ask
You
a
have to
question,
ask
or
him a
can
question.
they just
You I
not
mean,
lie?
it's they any lies you know, like it like it alerts you if they attempt to lie, or if they pass the check, it'll tell you that it tells you that they don't have
Oh,
to
it's
tell
a
the truth.
check.
Yeah.
Oh, so he might have just passed a check. Ugh. Damn.
Yeah, so first
I
you'd
think
have to
he
have
shits
Ivyn
that
make the
high.
check, unless Ivyn intentionally fails it. Which,
And Ivyn is very much aware how Zone of Truth works.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
well, then
he-
I just let him know Zone of Truth is up.
Yeah, okay. He probably saw the incantation and probably memorized it.
Oh,
'Cause
then
it's-
yeah. I just inform him that I've zoned of truth and that that's what I've came to the conclusion of.
He would glance towards the fray. Still, I don't see why they would lie if it was them. Even if you
I'm
did
not
cast
sure.
Zone of Truth.
They deserve the copper though. They dealt with it, so.
We should probably be on our way. The next mission isn't gonna be waiting forever.
And as you say that, and you all
We're
begin
we're
to exit
I guess we're going to Iron whatever.
the Lion's
uh,
Shield Coast.
The
Which-
Lion Shield.
As you all
Iron
begin to
Shield.
leave, Donovan has arrived and been here for quite some time now, so we are going to go to him. Donovan, you arrive at Lion Shield Coaster, swinging the doors open and stepping inside to see your good old buddy, Grey Wind Grindelfist.
He is, of course, speaking orcish as he talks to Grindelfist. He's like, Grindelfist, how you doing?
He looks to you. Good. What you buying?
Good. I'm all right. Hey, let's make this quick, yeah? Let's just do this quick little raffle, as well as I actually have something I need to talk to you about. Not exactly on the books.
All right. You know the deal. 2 gold, or 2 gold. And roll 3d100.
Alrighty. One second, it's loading. Here we go. First one is 54. Second one is 49. Third one is 59.
Okay. So yeah, okay.
You said
Send
your
me.
second one was
Can you
49.
can you text those to me, King, please?
I'm fucking
Yes.
dead, bro. How the fuck?
Okay.
It was 50. 1 second.
You're good.
I think we both got 49.
49. 59. This is all just a prelude to what he actually came to do. I just did this for reasons that will become clear in a moment. I didn't mean to sidetrack the session with shopping shenanigans. Came here for a separate purpose.
Okay. First item. You're offered the uncommon Baba Yaga's Dancing Broom. Second item, 49.
Okay.
Alright, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're offered a boomerang +1. Another uncommon, sadly.
Ooh. It's a common?
Uncommon.
Hmm.
And lastly,
Okay.
59, 40, 60. And that is 59, so one before the last one. You are offered, oh, I think someone else was offered this too before, the Cloak of the Bat.
Yep. Garrak was offered that.
Yep, you're offered the Cloak of the Bat.
Bro, we should be a fucking team of bats. Dude, no way.
Give me one moment, I will be right back. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Donovan, I'm gonna sell my motherfucking room and get that back. It could be a team of bats.
Imagine if all of us got it and we just be like a fleet of bats.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We could just be a bunch of bats.
I still need to get that dimension door cloak though.
What is that? Oh yeah, that's dope. How much was that?
I think that was like 250.
We'll keep that one and then give the bat fucking cloak to Tharn or somebody.
That's what I was thinking about doing. Because having a fighter / barbarian fly at you with significantly more terrifying.
Dead ass. Dead ass. If I had a big ass dude turn into a bat and fly at me, I'd be like, oh shit! Donovan, why you got a problem with me drinking?
I got a problem with what?
Why you got a problem with me drinking?
Because, motherfucker, when you drink, you call on their own gods and damn near get us all smoked. That's why I have a problem with you drinking.
Well, it doesn't. It's not my fault that I'm so powerful, Donovan. You know,
What
if
the
only you
fuck?
were me. You know, if only you were me.
No. What Thorn say? Use better magic. Use stronger magic. Use a stronger will.
He said my magic is borrowed.
No. I'm talking about what Ironclad told Donovan when his magic was caught. He said, well, maybe you should use stronger magic. You need a stronger force of will. That's what the hell you need.
Well, I mean, wait, who had the rod of whatever? I had the collapsing rod.
I have the immovable rod.
Okay. You gotta start using that more often.
When it comes up, I will. It hasn't really come up.
We could have used it to stop all the orcs in that doorway.
We would have had to close the doors, and literally, in doing that, we would have legitimately sacrificed Echo to be butchered.
I mean,
And also, there's no guarantee that would have even stopped them, because we might have just ripped the doors apart. Not the rod, but the doors. Because the rod may be immovable, but the objects around the rod don't mean they're immovable.
true. You're there. What else do I have? I got a robe. Random robe. I got a bead of nourishment.
All right, sorry about that little absence. I heard my girlfriend and my dog, or her dog, not having a great time. My dog wasn't listening. I just had to make sure everything was okay. All right,
We're good.
we're good to keep.
What should I fill my jug with today?
Okay,
So-
continuing, Donovan, continuing where we were. He
Yes,
offers
yes.
you your items, and then what do you do?
So Donovan's gonna put one gold down for each item,
Okay. Alright, just
and
have-
then he's gonna.
okay.
Yeah.
Both of the uncommons cost 50 gold each. The rare is 150.
Yep. So Donovan will he'll sort of look at Gwyndolf and say, again, he's speaking in Orcish. Gwyndolf, quick question: do you like to drink?
He looks to you. No, bad for business.
Not on business hours. I mean, when you take a weekend
He looks at you.
or take a day off.
What's a day off?
Oh my God, am I talking to a certain Japan I know? Listen, you don't have company get-togethers with the other Iron Coaster?
He looks around to the entirely empty building. No.
All right, listen, I'll cut to the quick of it then. I married a brewmaster, or am marrying a brewmaster. She's currently my fiance. I will give you free casks of alcohol. I need one favor though.
Okay. What's the favor?
The braces of defense I started to pay for. I need you to grant them to me. It's not for me, but it is a special exemption situation, I think, because the situation is we have to kill a corrupted dragon.
Bring me the ale.
It's for
And if it's good enough quality, 3 barrels should suffice to recuperate the losses of misplaced merchandise.
I see. Yes, well, you know, merchandise shouldn't go missing too often, but occasionally it will. I should also mention that it's not actually for me, the braces. I mean, it's a gift to a comrade of mine. But
What matter is it to me where some missing bracers are, as long as the losses are recouped?
yes. All right. Well, I gotta go get the last member of my team together. I gotta go grab Echo. So I'll be heading there now. I will let you know how it goes because brewing the alcohol itself may take some time. I was hoping to leave with the bracers, but I'm not a greedy individual.
I have to make sure the quality of the product recuperating my losses is enough to make sure the losses are recuperated, don't I?
Yes. Which is why I'm agreeing to you. However, I do have a very small favor that's significantly smaller than what I've just asked you. Can I have a dagger? It could be a rusty old dagger.
Sure. One moment. He turns around to the pile of shit, walks around the pile of shit, exits the cabinet, and then he opens these doors in the back, walks in, calls like insider, comes back, shuts the doors, walks back inside the room, walks over to you, and puts an old rusty dagger on the counter.
Thank you.
No problem. We found it on some people's bodies that we recovered during a mission.
Yes. Alright, well, I'll be seeing you, and I'll let you know when the L is on its way.
And as you walk out the door, Donovan, Garrak, you walk past him. Garrak?
Oh, I'm here.
As you're entering the Lion Shield Coaster, the doors open. You come face to face with Donovan, who is beginning to leave.
I hit the gritty in front of him.
What the? Donovan would just roll his eyes. The question I have to the DM and to everyone is
The
everyone
bard
look-
just taught me this.
I did not. That is a lie.
You brought a bard with us.
Yeah, I did. I brought a bard with us. He's chaotic neutral. So, like...
As you know this, Donovan steps outside, and you just hear, "Fuck!" And you hear him, you see him look to the sky, and he will lift his pouch of coffee, his
Don't beat him up.
everlasting pouch of coffee, and he'll say in Celestial, "Hey, look, I don't know if y'all fuck with me like that, but if y'all fuck with me, do me a favor and spike this with whiskey, cause it's gonna be a long ass adventure. So if you could help me out, I'd appreciate it."
Oh, I do walk up behind him and whisper in his ear, though. I'm like, he sells Highland Kush, though. And he's chill like that.
As he's told this, you just hear him in Celestial, "Please spike this with whiskey, cause I can't do this shit sober."
And then I turn around and walk inside.
As you walk towards the group, Donovan, the man steps forward, bowing. You see him tuck his guitar to the side as he puts out his hand as he bows, and he says, "It is a pleasure. The name is Gilbert Gungo."
Pardon my rudeness, but I've had very bad experiences with bards. And he'll take a sip of his coffee to see if it's spiked yet. Is it spiked?
It is not. Your calls were unanswered.
Oh damn.
As he
He just
looks,
looks to the sky and he's like, "What the fuck?"
as he looks at you, and he says,
I walk back outside, pull out my alchemy jug, and pour. Can it do whiskey? I don't know if it can do
I
whiskey.
don't think it can.
Do you speak
It can do
You
Celestial?
can do
something.
ale. I'm pretty sure.
Can it do? Is wine stronger
Wine,
than ale?
yeah.
Is wine stronger than ale?
Depends.
The bigger thing, Grok, is Grok. He said that in Celestial, so you wouldn't understand it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly,
true,
yeah.
true. So I guess I would stay inside. Wait. Oh no, I'm not gonna waste a level 2 spell for that. Nah, fuck that.
But the man looks to you, Donovan, and he says, "Oh, that is Most bad news to hear. I'm very sorry that you've had a negative experience with us bards before, but I promise I will do my best to change that. Though I will be upfront and honest if it ever comes down to a situation where it seems that you are all going to perish, but I can survive, I will take that chance.
I'm against you being here, and he just head to the Shrine of Laughter.
Oh, yep, you sound much like my father.
Donovan will stop, turn around, and just say, "Sounds rough. I'm sorry." But he may have had a point, and continue walking.
Huh, now you sound like my mother.
Oh,
The rest of you, Tharn and Ivyn, as Donovan is walking away towards the shrine of laughter, are you going to follow him, or are you guys going with Garrak inside the store to buy?
Ivan's definitely not going to be buying anything. He has a lot of stuff that he needs to pay off, so he will follow. Who's heading off to the shrine? Garrak?
No, Donovan. Garrak's in
Donovan.
the store.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. It's just because I saw Donovan in here. I was like confused for a second. I thought he was heading out. Yeah, no, he'll follow Donovan. He might need to learn to. He's kind of connected with everyone except Donovan at the moment, so he's kind of trying to see.
Okay. Plus, Ivyn, you've begun to notice that the leaf that Echo gave you
Hmm.
has begun to decay.
Oh, Jason.
Tharn,
Well, let me know how that affects me.
currently nothing is happening.
Oh.
It's just the very corner of the leaf that has begun to wilt.
Perfect.
Tharn, however, as Donovan and Ivyn begin to embark for the shrine, while Garrak is inside, what are you doing? You going with Garrak, or are you going with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Ivan and Donovan because Tharn isn't gonna buy anything either, nor gonna sell.
Okay. The bard looks to the two splitting parts of the group, and he says, on one hand, we have the man who insulted me, and on the other hand, we have the man who invited me to the group. And he's going to begin walking to the store.
If Donovan can hear that, you just hear him say, "This is why I hate them. They talk so much."
All right. And now we cut to Garrak. As Garrak, you enter the store, followed by Gungo. You both come face to face with Greywind Grindelfist. Greywind looking to you, and he says, "Cousin." And then he looks to the bard, and he says, "Hey, I don't recognize you. Do you have a pass?"
He's my what's it called? Person that play for you,
Bard?
Joker. Oh, Bard, nah. He's not that funny. It's just...
Aw, you hear Gilbert in the back. Aw.
Nah, I'm just scared he's gonna kill himself.
As
Wanna keep him around.
Greywind looks to you and he says, "Well, either way, he doesn't have a pass, so he can't buy anything." And Gilbert,
Yeah, he doesn't want to buy anything. He's just following me.
Gilbert looks over and he's like, "Oh yes, I'm broke. I can't afford anything."
Yeah. I was gonna charge him to join our group, but then I figured he wouldn't have any money.
So, what you buying?
I'm just rolling.
All right,
Oh wait, is it gold or silver?
2 gold. It's a gold per ticket, right?
Oh, it's a gold per ticket. I can only roll 1 ticket.
And I am correct, right?
Or is it a silver per
Yeah.
ticket?
It's a gold per ticket, right?
I'm pretty sure it's gold.
Yeah, it's a gold per ticket.
Okay, well I roll for 1 ticket.
Oh.
So you get two. So you get your one free one, and you pay for one, so you have 2 total. So roll 2 T100s.
Okay, then.
And so I just take the 2. I'll just take your 2 first, because you already rolled.
Sure.
So 53 and 21. Okay, so I'll start with 53, 20, 40. So 13 down onto this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, okay. You are offered an item that's going to cost some time to pay off if you want it. But what weapon do you use, Garrak? What weapon is your specialty?
Really any martial weapon. I'm proficient at any more. But I use a flail.
Okay, flail. There we go. You are offered the legendary Defender's Flail.
What?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. It's a pretty good item in all fairness, especially for the likes of you.
The likes of me? Is that a race thing?
No, because you're a cleric and clerics benefit a lot. So do paladins, actually.
But if you do want this, obviously it's a legendary.
How much is it?
Which is
So
3,000.
3,000 gold. Artifacts are
It's
5,000.
5,000, yeah, for
I'll put a silver down.
Okay.
I thought you had to put more down for legendaries. Was
No,
that more for
you can
artifacts?
you can put down however much for any of them. It just
Oh.
they just cost more, so it's gonna take a long ass time to pay off.
That
What's the
sounds
name
fun.
of it?
The legendary Defender Flail.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, 21. So it's 2 pages down. One thing. Are you serious?
Is it the same item?
No.
Oh,
You are offered the legendary Dragon Lance.
ooh,
Oh my gosh.
very lucky.
Also costs 3k, obviously.
Don't know how good that is on you, but I mean, it is a cool item.
Can't even
Maybe I
find
want
that.
it. I look at the bard beside me. Do you think he'd want it?
The Bard?
The bard
Yeah,
wanting a lance?
Definitely not.
There. Nah, I don't get it.
Alright. He looks at you and he says, very well. Any other business you have?
I want to. How much would you pay to sell my broom?
What level, what rarity is it?
The wondrous item, uncommon.
Uncommon. So that would be, you have the pass, so you're offered 40 gold.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it for you.
Alrighty. Yeah, then I leave.
All right. You run in real quick. You handle your business, and you, as you run out, you see your group has not quite just left the area yet. So you quickly run up, catching up to them, and you all make your way to the Shrine of Laughter. Okay. Second, what did I do? Oh, what's going on? Oh no, that's gonna put down all the monsters. Hope not. Okay, no. Good. Where the fuck is that? There he is. There you go. All right. As you all arrive, at the God of Laughter's shrine, you find that it is even more overgrown than the last time you were all here when Echo first had made it his home. Trees are now growing out of the shrine's rooftop. There are 5 in total. The roof is entirely beginning to fall in, and most of the walls are beginning to collapse too. And you can all see that inside the shrine, there is nothing but the statue and the natural growth that has overtaken it.
Can I see if I can chop down any of the trees?
Walking inside Tharn to attempt to find such information out, you are overcome with a feeling of calm. As you enter inside, you are put into a very tranquil state, and any violent thoughts or destructive activities instantly leave your head.
Do I notice that it like, is it forced, or is it like?
Everything just melts away.
Okay. Like,
You're overcome with just a feeling of wonder and awe.
see. I mean, don't know what to do about that.
Donovan will. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Donovan.
Oh, Donovan will gingerly step into the temple, knowing what happened last time.
And as you slowly peek your toe over the line, you step inside and nothing happens. Except the same thing that happened to Tharn. You feel overcome with a feeling of calm, of wonderment, and awe at the natural beauty in front of you.
He'll walk over to one of the trees, and if they have a nook or hollow, he'll sort of like check inside for echo. Like he'll sort of like step inside the nook or hollow to like see if echo's in there.
As you look around the tree, you don't find any nook or hollows, but you find at the base of not only the tree you're looking at, you begin to look around the rest, you find amethysts growing out of the base of the trees.
What is this? And he'll call to the old man. He's just like, "Hey, old man. Yeah."
As you call out, silence lingers in the room for a few brief moments before step, step, step. I believe someone called. Oh, wow. Echo, what have you done, lad?
I don't think Echo is corporeal anymore, to put it politely. At least not in how he used to be.
Lad, do you not realize what has happened? Looking around to the inside of the building.
Seems like his body has been dismantled and scattered around this temple, assuming each of the trees represent a piece of him.
I believe it's not that kind of idea. I believe what we are standing in is Echo's body. It seems after taking all of that damage, he broke apart. And to rebuild himself, he had to become one with the very shrine's nature that his goddesses had gifted to him.
You see a smoke form on Donovan's face ever so slightly, and he asks the old man in Primordial, "How you know about that damage?"
When Echo returned, spoken in Primordial, he was very injured. I had to offer him aid, and he informed me of the battle. And when I left, he seemed to be getting better. But I guess this is what has become of him.
I know you are more than what you seem, but I will allow it.
He looks at you, gives a smile. I'm glad you allow me to do as I please. It is appreciated.
It's not like I can stop you.
But it seems our friend may be stuck like this for some time, if not permanently. You will have to embark without him, and you must find someone you trust to replace him.
Oh no, we got a replacement.
I believe
Actually.
you actually have found someone already. Someone who has been watching you for some time now.
Frost is hard to come by, though.
Indeed, but if who I believe has been found by you all, the only thing needed to garner their trust and loyalty is food. Keep that in mind. And as he says this, he'll begin to walk around the altar, grabbing onto the leg of the statue. He looks at you both and he says, "Now, I bid you both adieu. I must be going."
Hey, wait a minute.
As he steps behind and disappears.
Ah,
You quickly run around Donovan, trying to find him before he disappears behind the statue, but as you get around to the statue's side, he has vanished into thin air.
Donovan just looks up through the hole in the roof, and he's just like, "Why y'all want to fuck with me? First I gotta deal with a bard. Now y'all doing mysticism. I gotta be sober when dealing with the bard. And now y'all not even letting me do what I'm trying to do. Let me tell you something. I need a meeting. And it ain't much. I need maybe 5 seconds."
Roll me a D100.
Oh, goodness. This is gonna go poorly. They're not even gonna hear me. I guarantee it. Uh-oh. One moment. There we go. Hiya! 96. Wow.
As you say this, silence falls. You look around, Donovan, to see Tharn has disappeared. Looking to the entrance of the shrine, Ivyn has disappeared. The bard has disappeared. But one person remains. Garrak. Suddenly everything falls black. You blink, and opening your eyes, Ivyn and the bard, Gilbert, have disappeared. Looking inside the shrine, you see Tharn has disappeared, but you see Donovan standing next to the statue. Looking left and right, Garrak, all you can see is pitch black abyss. Darker than any darkness you have ever seen before. All you can see is the light emanating from the shrine. Donovan and Garrak, what do you two do?
I slowly step into the shrine. Like very hesitantly.
Donovan like holds up a hand for Garrak to like be slow. He like holds up 2 fingers and he flips his hand palm up and like motions the international like come on motion, like bring it on almost. And he's just like, Garrak, I don't know what's going on. And I know I ain't got the best track record in telling you this, but whatever happens, and I'ma follow suit sometimes, what I'm about to say, shut the hell up, keep your head down, and be as respectful as possible.
Okay.
Donovan, as you walk around the shrine, stepping around to the front, you realize that atop the shrine, there's now a book sitting open on 2 blank pages.
Does the book say anything? Are the pages blank?
The pages are completely blank. There is a quill sitting underneath the book, not underneath the book, but like right under the book on the table.
He's gonna take a deep breath and just say, fuck it. No guts, no glory. And he'll write his name in the book.
You grab the quill to begin to write, but you find no ink. You look to your inventory, believing maybe you have some in your bag, but you find you can't find your bag. It is missing. It is at this point in time you begin to hear the sound of like stone and metal creaking, grinding against each other. You hear it coming from in front of you, but above you. As you look to the statue, slowly your gaze goes from its robes to its waist to its head, which before has always been looking to the sky through the hole in the open roof, almost gazing at the stars, is now staring you dead in your eyes. As the mouth opens and speaks, use your ink.
Yeah, I'm from the Feywild. I figured as much when I didn't see a
I
pot
agree.
in here bite like his finger to draw blood.
Now ask your questions. You have no more than 3. And you will be given a truthful answer. But beware, for every question you ask, something will be taken in return for the info given.
Oh.
I'm looking at Donovan just like, what the fuck?
Donovan will be speaking primordial. He should really know Sylvan, but I guess Elvish will also do to speak for the Feywild here. So he'll say in Elvish, actually, he'll just say, "Oh, you're one of mine.
Is
This
it
is
like
going to be
Mage?
fun. It's been ages since I've had to broker deals."
Now,
Hey.
write your first question. What do you write, Donovan?
He will write. The question he will ask is, what is the true name of the corrupted king?
As you write this question in your blood, permanently remove 2 HP from your health pool. As the blood seeps into the page, and the statue begins to speak. The name of the corrupted king is Lazaro. And for free, he was a dragon slain within the Underdark that was brought back via the blood of an evil god. Now, ask a second question if you can pay the toll.
Garrak, would you like to ask any questions?
As you say this, the sword comes flying up. The statue's arm that holds the sword comes flying up right between the middle of you and Garrak. The blade cutting right between your faces, stopping like right between your eyesight. As the statue looks to you and says, "He will have his time. You are to continue or stop."
My
Now,
bad. Shit. The second question will be, where are the weapons that slayed Lazaro?
as you write this question in your blood, you lose 2 more HP from your permanent health pool. As it sinks in, the statue looks to you and says, "The weapons lie in the Underdark."
Yeah, but can I get a GPS coordinates? Can I get like exact
Was that your
locations?
question, Donovan?
Hold on, set up for an approximate location.
They lie in the hands of the leaders of the Underdark factions.
Good enough. Thank you.
Donovan, stop. Die. I'll die, bro.
I'm fine.
Very weak.
Third question. No, I'm not gonna say that. Out of character, I was gonna say third question. Why you such a dick? But no. Third question is Lazaro's master.
Who is Lazaro's master?
Yes.
As you write this question in your blood, the blood seeps into the page, and one last time, you lose 2 permanent HP from your health pool for a total of 6 HP lost from your total.
Okay, so boom, boom. So I got 45 now. Okay.
As the blood seeps in, the question dissolves. The statue looks to you and says, "Abathor, the dwarven god of greed, chaos, and destruction."
Oh, fuck!
I don't care what the fuck.
Do I hear this shit?
Yes, all of this is This is you hear all of this.
Oh, fuck! Can I high five Donovan?
Yeah, Donovan will high five you. Hopefully, Garrak asks questions about more immediately obtainable power, but now we know where we have to go to actively prepare for this guy.
And as you ask your last question and you're given your answer, the book slams shut. Chains wrap around it, beginning to singe into the leather as the book begins to float into the air, as the statue raises his sword and cuts the book in half. And in an instant, those 6 HP are pulled from your body. You feel your muscles tearing, your soul cracking as it's drawn out of you and evaporates into thin air. As you both look back down to see a new book has appeared. As the statue turns its head to Garrak, pointing its sword at him and saying, "Now you."
I pick the pen up and stab myself with it. With a quill, I pick the quill up and stab myself with it.
Drawing blood, the quill sucks it up into its tip. Ask your first question.
I write in the book. I write who helped us and why. Oh, is that 2 questions?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
It's 1 sentence, so I'll allow it. Okay. Wasn't unexpected. As you ask this question, the blood is sucked into the book. The question disappears, and the statue looks down to you and says, "This is odd. I know the answer, but I do not know the full answer. The creature who helped you was a dwarf by the name of Brood. But as to why, I know nothing of this mortal. Almost as if, other than their name, they do not exist." How curious. For asking a question that I cannot answer, you will be given back what you paid.
Flag.
As you receive the 2 HP back. But you still only have 2 questions left.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. Question 2. Who wants who deserves me? No.
I'm going to ask you this one time. Garrak, are you sure that's how you would like to phrase that question?
No. I don't know how I should phrase this. I guess what God deserves it. Let me have a sidebar with Donovan real quick. Sidebar with Donovan.
The statue looks at you in puzzlement.
Fuck! I can't sidebar. Forgot.
No. He looks at you. He looks at you and he says, "I will allow. I will allow it. I guess.
Okay.
A sidebar.
I sidebar with Donovan. I ask, how should I word this?
Excuse me.
I don't.
You give us a moment. Donovan will look at Garrak and using telekinesis, he will literally telekinetically backhand him like, Garrak, lock the fuck in and focus up. Stop asking dumbass questions.
I don't know how to ask for a guy. I don't know what I mean.
Listen to me. We know where we have to go. We know what we have to retrieve. We know who our enemy is. Those are the 3 things I help to get out of this. That's what we get out of it. You need to stop being selfish with your questions. Stop
Okay, so I need to ask how we get power now.
If you search that is too simple.
I'm bad with loaded questions.
Ask the statue, how do we gain? No, that's not even a good question.
See? It's hard.
Listen, stop, shut up. Focus. Ask the statue questions that benefit us as a group. Stop being selfish.
I could ask
The
how. I
statue,
could
the
ask.
statue looks at both of you and says, "If I might interject, I believe the question you're looking for, Orc, is what god will take me?"
Yes. How can I get powerful now?
Donovan just pulls out his thing of coffee, or he reaches for, realizes he can't get to it, and he's like, "Fuck! I really have to be sober for this shit." And he looks to the statue like, "Can you help me out? You got any Highland Kush on you, big guy?"
He looks at you and he says, "You have already asked your questions.
Oh,
Now,
goddamn.
Orc, please write your second question now."
I hand Donovan some Highland Kush.
You have none. Your inventory is gone currently.
Oh, really? Not
Yes.
even the one that's like in my sock?
No, you have. Of
No!
course, you have Highland Cushion in your sock. You're me, right?
in a little paper bag, because plastic's not a thing.
Anyway, so write your
Is
second
paper a
question.
thing?
Write your second question.
That's not my question. That's not my question. I write in it, essentially, yes, what god will take me?
All
And
right.
how can I become powerful?
Well, we're just going with the first one. What god
All right,
will
we'll
take
go with the
me?
first one.
As you ask this question, you lose 2 HP from your permanent health pool as the question in the blood is sucked into the page and disappears. As the statue looks down to you and says, "After angering a god of chaos and destruction, you have actually garnered the attention of quite a few gods, impressed by not only your tenacity to survive that trial, but your conviction to almost succeed it. And, more than anything, your continued antagonization has tickled a few gods pink, who unalign with such chaos and destruction. Therefore, there are a few gods who would take you, but the ones I suggest are the gods of the Twilight Domain."
Okay. We'll do.
And now for your final question.
Mm.
You, of course, may also walk away, forfeiting the question and, of course, the cost.
Donovan was stronger than me, and he committed. So I guess I have. Oh. How can we all become powerful?
All right, you write this question in your blood, and 2 HP is sucked away from you. As the question disappears and the statue looks down at you, saying, "Power comes naturally with time. Though, if you seek immediate power, there is a simple answer. Gold. The highest quality and rarest items.
I
Cost
fucking knew it.
the most.
Okay.
And therefore, if you wish to gain more power, you must have better items." As you lose 2
I
HP,
figured. I think I know where we need. I walk over to Donovan. I tell the statue thank you.
as you say
I
thank
walk
you,
over to Donovan.
the book slams shut, chains wrap around it, sear into the leather, the book rises into the air, the statue takes his sword, cuts the book in half, and as the book is cut in half, 4 HP is pulled out of your body as you feel your muscles begin to weaken, crack,
Oh,
and
man.
rip apart. Your soul begins to fracture a small bit, and you lose your health as you begin to walk away.
Is that temporary or is
No,
that
that's permanent. That's permanent.
Well, I mean, like, is there a way we could get that back or no?
Yes.
Like a spell or something.
If the spell route would be yeah, but you're gonna need like a wish spell or something.
What I
Donovan just looks at Garrak in the most disappointed manner possible.
No,
He's
I
like,
actually learned a lot more than I thought I would. I was scared, but I did learn.
Donovan's just shaking his head like, I work with idiots.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. This
He
bard.
doesn't say this. It's just his face.
Listen, this is me talking to Donovan. Listen, this bard told us that there's a lighthouse around the way that supposedly boats get attracted to all the time. I was gonna ask where this lighthouse was, but in case the lighthouse wasn't real, I wasn't gonna simply just like assume. But I believe with what this thing said that we might get money out of it. Because wealth is what we're shooting for, and we're not wealthy at all.
You're not.
Like we're never gonna be wealthy.
You're not wealthy. I have over 100 gold on me.
Oh, I have over 100 gold. But did you not hear him? Her? What? Statue? I'm gonna ask one more question. See if she's chill with it. Statue, what are you? Gender wise?
As you turn back to the statue, this face is now staring back up to the sky. You also realize that light has returned, and turning back the other direction, Tharn, Gilbert, and Ivyn are staring at you three. For Ivyn, Tharn, and Gilbert, what just happened for them? Both of you just went catatonic. Your eyes rolled over white, and you hypnotically began to walk towards the statue. You stood there for about 5 minutes saying nothing, doing nothing, and then suddenly began talking to each other. Ivyn, Tharn, how do you react?
I run up to Gilbert and I say, "Do you believe this lighthouse story's true?"
Ivyn, Tharn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ivan just looks very concerned, mostly at Garrak. Are you
Thorn
okay?
will-
Okay.
Thorn will just react, say, to both of them. I'd start laying off the drinks. If these are the consequences, I couldn't imagine any of you two getting any drink in your hand.
I look back at Donovan. Well, no, Donovan can talk, but I just say I look back at him.
Donovan starts to talk. He says 2 things wrong with that. Sees it's Ironclad talking, knows how Ironclad is, and he just shakes his head like, nope, not dealing with it. We're going to the underdog, gentlemen. We need to find an entrance. You, Bard.
Did you not fucking hear the statue? If we are not wealthy, we are cooked.
Bard, I forget your name, and I'm genuinely making an effort here. I'm not trying to be rude. Can you tell me your name once more?
Gilbert.
Man,
Gilbert.
you sound like my father more and more. Gilbert is my name.
Gilbert, do you know an entrance to the underdog?
Yes, but I do not suggest you go there, for we are very let's say, powered for the Underdark.
I'm telling you, did you not hear the statue?
Garrak, if you ask me about this goddamn statue one more time, I swear to God, I'm hitting you with a...
I made chance backhand him.
This...
Ha! I can do it too.
And he looks, he's like, yeah, but yours isn't invisible, bitch. He doesn't.
Mine isn't invisible, but it still hit.
He says yours isn't invisible. Like you're inferior to me, basically.
What?
But Gilbert looks to you both and says, the lighthouse is real. It's not a myth or anything. And as for the Underdark, currently it is locked away. The entrance has been sealed as of the orders of the King of Neverwinter. After the rumors of a dragon escaping from the Underdark. Oh, that would explain the dragon that's... Yes, that would track.
I know what the dragon. I know the dragon's name. I know who brought it back. I know its master. I know how to kill it.
Well,
Cause you die before you kill it.
the
I ain't gonna
only-
do shit.
the only way for us to get into the Underdark is to complete the king's quest of killing the dragon that came from the Underdark?
No, that makes no sense because the weapons that slew the dragon originally are in the Underdark. So, in order to kill it again, it would make the most sense to take what killed it before, amp that up, and then use it to kill it again. With, you know what? If I could talk to the king, that would be easiest. And it
Well, we have to do his quest before we talk to him. So
walking out of the shrine, he's like, if we do this, he's mumbling to himself as he walks. This is some bullshit. I'd set up for adventure, and nah, I'm sitting here.
well, we need to go to this lighthouse and see if we can get rich. And I could see how Ivyn and Tharn are both looking at us like these mumbling fucking. What is going on? Because I'm talking about a lighthouse. And he's talking about a dragon. They're like, what the fuck?
Fine, Garrak. We'll go to the lighthouse, and when we
yes.
when we come up with like 200 gold, I'm beating the piss out of you.
He
With
said
my-
riches. So I
I'm
mean,
beating you like your father should have with my magic.
Okay. Okay, first off, let's get something straight. I don't have the lighthouse scene prepared, so we're definitely not doing that today. We're doing the
Yes.
the toe
definitely
quest.
not. Yeah,
the toe
no, I
mines
was just
quest.
asking. Yeah.
Toe's gold quest. Second off, as for the Underdark, I'm trying to tell you without telling you out of character. That's Act 2. Lost Mines
We
of
cannot go and do that.
Lost
Yeah.
Mines of
100%.
Lost Mines of Philander. That is what we're doing after this act, which takes place
Yeah, we
in
gotta
the
kill the
Underdark.
white dragon first, or talk to the white dragon, or do
Those-
whatever.
you have to you have to complete, because like I said, Neverwinter is Act 2. You guys have to go to Neverwinter to get that to get the thing you need for you, Donovan, for you to go back to that shrine. It was you.
That was me, but that's confusing. That's okay.
Yeah.
You have
There's a lot of dragons. It's 2 different dragons.
Is
No,
it 2 different
No, it's the same dragon. It's just so okay, think about it this way. The dragon was brought back. So it was originally not a corrupted dragon. So the weapons that killed it most likely aren't even going to be useful for killing it in its new form. So it's essentially I just have to keep the Underdark locked away until Act 2. So this is just me explaining it.
Oh, well, oh, that makes me sad. Now I feel like I wasted a question.
No, you got good info for Act 2.
It's
No, that's good
information
info
is
for Act
always
2.
good information.
Oh no, you're making it easier for me to tie in Act 2 to Act 1. So no, you're doing good.
Hey,
Same thing with the lighthouse. Like, we need money, we need shit, so we do need a way to get money and shit. And now we have a way to get money and shit because now he has to build a lighthouse for us.
Well, let's go to the gold mine then.
Yeah, let's go to the gold mine.
All right.
We got information, we got shit. It's gold mine time.
Okay. As you all begin to gather your stuff together, you make your way for the exit of the town. And we go ahead and do a map change.
Map change.
All right.
I will start this by prefacing I will be attuning to my tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good shout.
Oh shit.
1 second.
Did you see what it does?
While
Yeah,
we
I
are
che-
on the
I
way,
checked
I
it.
am reading up on Twilight Domain gods.
Donovan's just nervously chewing his thumb.
Second, trying to see where on the map I need to bring you guys for this. All right, mountain. Okay, so upon exiting Phandalin, you all begin to make your way directly right, following the hills that led you to Umbridge Hill before, but going towards the mountains. It takes you about half a day's journey, but you guys arrive at the Mountain's Toe gold mine, where we do a scene change. Here we go.
I need to plant a bean as well. Can I plant the bean on the road, or did you want me to save that?
Save that for now, yeah.
Okay.
Give me just a moment to get this scene set up real quick. As you all arrive, you find that outside of the area is someone waiting for you.
DM, I'm sending you something.
You're good. Trying to find the image for my guy. Here he is. That's not his name. Ignore that. As you arrive, Jesus, hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Mountain's Toe Gold Mine. As you all approach the Mountain's Toe Gold Mine, you find an old man standing next to a low ridge, where you see beyond the low ridge there are just strewn about bodies of 6 dead orcs.
Ooh.
You see in the orcs' corpses are large gash wounds from giant teeth and claws. The old man is looking down at the sight and does not see you all approach.
Donovan will step forward and call out to the old man. He'll say, "Hell, old timer. What we're here from the Harbor Western Inn. What's the
Wait,
business you have for us?"
wait. So what do you say the scene is?
So over here to the left, where you can't really see it on the map, it just goes to blackness.
Yeah.
It goes downhill, and over in that direction, there is 6 dead orcs. Their bodies have been torn apart from giant teeth and claws, and the old man standing in front of you is looking down at the sight and does not notice you all approaching. Donovan
Does it look like he's mourning them?
no. He just looks like to be like examining them.
Oh.
And Donovan calls out to him and says, "Old timer, what do you say?"
He says, "Hell, old timer. We're from the guild, essentially. What business do we have here?"
The man quickly turns his attention to you. "Ah, fine adventurers. Harbin told me you'd be here pretty soon and to wait for you all to arrive. Thank you kindly for coming with me, or joining me here. I am Don John Raskin, and I am the new What's the word? Frickin'.
Owner?
Overseer.
Overseer, yes. I am the new overseer of the mountain's Toe Gold Mine, but I was told it's been abandoned for quite some time and might not be the safest to venture into alone. So I put out a job, and Harbin Wester said he would send the best adventurers to help me inside.
Question for you: how much actually healing to Garrak? How much is the contract for? You grabbed the
OC,
damn.
how much is the contract for? Because I'm not sure.
You look at the bounty. Bounty says the quest pays. 1 second. Mountains.
It's really dirty. Hold on, let me wipe it off real quick.
100 gold pieces a person.
It says about 600 gold, or 100 gold pieces a person. So that's 500 gold.
Donovan will look at the foreman and he'll say, "Double it."
Excuse me? Pardon?
The what? Double it. If what killed those orcs is in that mine, we might not make it out alive.
I
think.
Oh, worry
Some
not. I know what killed those orcs, as I had to hide in the bushes as it flew overhead and dropped their dead bodies off. It was a
That
giant
sounds
black
fucking
dragon.
terrifying. I agree. Double that shit. What the fuck?
What? The dragon
That shit
flew off
sounds
that way.
fucking-
Pointing.
That doesn't matter. It sounds badass. This is what sounds like it's gonna fucking kill us.
Wait, it dropped it here.
Yes,
What?
the dragon flew by, dropping the corpses, and then flew away.
What?
Oh, then you definitely should double it. You see, if the dragon dropped corpses, there's a chance of the blood of the orc seeping into the land and the blood from
Roll
the land.
deception.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I wanted to.
Can I give
roll
him? Can I? Which one's a fucking? Do I have it? I gotta see if I have it on my sheet. I give him guidance.
Can he guidance me?
I'll allow advantage in the. I'll allow you to attempt to try to help hit you persuade, like deceive him, but definitely not guidance.
You do know
What do you
guidance
what do you
has
mean?
like visual
am I
effects.
giving him advantage? Is that what I'm doing?
You have to actually speak. I need you to actually say something that makes sense to give advantage.
I already did.
What'd you say?
I said hell no.
Yes, but I mean to
I was like,
actually. Yeah, but he's trying to lie to the old man that the blood of the orcs is gonna seep into the mountain and poison the creatures inside, turning them into monsters. He's trying to lie to the old man that the dragon's not in the
we are
mine.
monsters. We are fucking monsters. We are examples of that thing that we've died and came back to life already. We are number 2s of us.
Yes.
So we might have to kill all these creatures 3 times.
No. What?
So do I get advantage?
Garrak hasn't said anything to help your case here so far. No.
What do you mean? We are all the blood of the orcs. We have fought orcs and gotten blood seeped into us, and now we are copies of the original us.
He's
So
looking at you
we
like
might
you're
have
fucking
to kill
insane.
these things again.
That
Doesn't. Okay, then how about intimidation? How about I intimidate his ass?
You did mention there was physical change with the corruption.
Your
So I think they're
eyes.
trying to play off that.
Yeah, but all that's changed so far for you guys is you have like bags around your eyes that are a little dark.
Yeah, I know, but they're trying to play off that, I think.
Okay, hold up. You want to see some crazy ass shit? Hold up. Can I move? Can I just make?
I'm just
Can I
trying to
sleep with
understand.
No, I should be helping him.
I
I
don't.
should be like, yeah.
I don't.
I don't know how to show them.
He's looking at.
We're creatures.
You're looking at him saying you're afraid. He needs to double the reward because a giant dragon that just flew by and dropped off corpses might be in a mountain that has an entrance that's only the size of a fucking human being.
It's not about the dragon. It's about the orc blood that's all over the place.
The orcs are like a mile. They're in a ditch.
We might as well just intimidate and rob him at this point. Like what?
What the Just say, I'm right, you've seen it before, you were with me.
I just said that, and he thinks I'm fucking crazy.
No, you said that you've died before, and you're a copy of you. I can't even tell you what you just said.
Because that is true. We've witnessed this before.
But you sound like a crazy person.
Okay, and we're in a crazy. Did he not just say a fucking dragon flew by? Is that not crazy?
No, not for D&D.
Compared
Yeah,
to you
dragons
saying...
are chill, but copies of dead people aren't. I can literally bring dead people back to life. Can I say that to him? That I can literally bring dead people back to life?
That would have made more sense. That would have, if you would have said you were brought back to life with revivification, that would have made infinite more sense than you saying you're a copy of a dead person.
I'm fucking confused.
Oh, okay. You know, I see now.
I mean, making a copy of a dead person sounds like higher level than just casting Revivify.
Yeah, and also not magic that everyone would know about.
Yes.
That's valid.
This is an old man who is an overseer of mines. He doesn't know magic at all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he literally just saw a dragon fly by and doesn't think that orc blood can bring people back to life. Like, how does he know?
What?
What the fuck are we doing here? Go on, get it together. Say some shit like you were with me, you've seen it, was Revivify.
No.
You fucking...
No, we're past this. We're past this. He's looking at you all like, can I please?
No, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Because I look fucking crazy, can it not just be intimidating? Because I am actually proficient in intimidation, too.
No, because now he doesn't think you're actually adventurers, and now he needs to see the quest, because he looks at you all and says, okay, I'm very confused and concerned. Can I please see the quest that you were given? Because I don't believe you're actually from Phandalin.
Can I just shoot him with blindness and deafness? It's a level 3 spell. That would be pretty badass, right?
Donovan will snatch the quest from Garrak, and he'd sort of walk over to the old man, and he will, as he swaggers over to the old man, he holds out the quest to show him legitimately, like, the quest.
Ah, perfect. So you came all the way here from Phandalin for 100 gold apiece. If that's not good enough, you can turn around and walk back. Now, would you like to help me inside the mine or not?
You know what? No.
Well, Donovan will actually, like, stand there for a moment and sort of spell charm person.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom save from the old man.
Okay. Okay.
Go out next time. Just let me do my damn thing.
Well, I'm just
You fucked up.
I should have. You're right. You're right.
He rolls a
I tried to
3.
help.
Okay, so he's charmed, and he's like, well, don't mind him. He's a bit stupid, actually. He's currently a recovering alcoholic, so he's not mentally all there. But like I said, and you seem pretty agreeable, how about we double the reward, yeah? And he'll go to shake on it.
You are quite handsome. I have no more money to give, but I could give you a different reward as he reaches into his pants.
You better pull a fucking sword out. That's all I'm
Donovan
telling you.
just rebounds and he's like, well, how about we just take it out when the mine's open for a bit? We just get the extra money from when the mine's open and we've done with the quest.
Just ask for his like fucking armor or something, dude. Tell him to get naked and then rob his ass.
Garrak, I will remember all of this since you are about to sign a contract for a lawful good god.
Oh, I didn't know he was a lawful good. I thought he was chaotic good.
Hold on, I have to see which one you sent me, but most Twilight domains are all pretty strict on their shit.
No, I thought he was chaotic good. That might be my bad. I wouldn't be saying this. I wouldn't be saying this if I thought he wasn't chaotic good. No, he's neutral. He's just completely neutral.
Yeah, which would definitely not fall under the category of what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, you
your current behavior is more of your last god's domain of chaotic evil.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
So the old man looks to you, Donovan, and says, I don't know. I don't think I can wait
Oh,
that
neutral.
long. You're just so gorgeous.
He kind of like pats the old man's head and he's like, well, I'm really going to be the one waiting for the extra money. So just let's say 15% after 3 months, after we get the mine up and running.
I can give you 15% of 3 months I have left.
I'm dead. What the fuck?
As he continues to get closer and closer, he is quite charmed.
Charmed for just friendly, not freaky. Get the hell back. I will kill the shit out of you. And Donovan's just like, look, we can talk about all that after you shake my hand and agree to pay us about 20% after the mine's been open for about 5 months.
You're looking him in the eyes, right?
Yes.
As you see him moving his hands, and you feel something in your hand. Looking down, though, it's not his hand.
He has his hand up to like chest level. So what are we doing here? How small is this old man? Like,
Garrak just turns around.
It's
and
not
walks
a
away.
thing of how small. It's actually the other way around. It happens to just be long enough to be able to reach.
why did you give an old man like a? Okay, I don't.
This is an old man. Why are you still? Why are we all just standing here watching this?
You charmed him trying to get gold, and I ain't gonna do what you want.
I didn't charm him.
I'm giving him the charm.
Donovan charmed him.
You charmed him. He's quite charmed, is he not?
Long John Johnson.
And so,
Look, you bastard. You tried to get extra gold out of me, but you charmed him.
No,
And that's all you got.
I mean, Calm just makes them
He tried to get some
friendly.
fucking-
If he does that with
Exactly.
all his friends, I'm very concerned.
Exactly. If he whips out his business on friends, he might need to die.
There's a reason he has to. He locks himself away in dark mines, acting as an overseer.
Because he's a freak?
Well, because he gets like so excited when he makes friends.
No, he's ridiculously lonely, and he has to lock himself away because he can't control himself.
So he has no self-control, is what you're telling me.
Especially not after being charmed by your pretty ass.
So it would be safer to put him down, is what I'm hearing.
Or just
Don't kill
uncharm him.
him.
Or just uncharm him.
Yeah, can I?
God damn it!
They're gonna nerve you and charm him.
Does my remove curse work?
It's not
Remove
a curse.
curse! The curse of horniness?
It's a curse to me.
It's God, get up. You did this. You put me in this situation, and you're lucky I don't kill you in game.
You put yourself in this situation
You put yourself
trying
in
to get
this
more
situation.
gold, you greedy bastard.
Let me explain. You were going along with it until Garrak said the crazy random bullshit he said. There was a chance, and he torpedoed the fuck out of that chance.
Okay. Okay. You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. So Donovan's just gonna look at the old man and he's gonna say, fine, 100 gold because the gods hate waste.
Oh!
Oh, what?
As you back away,
100 Oh, I thought you were gonna sleep with him for 100 gold. I was like, oh shit.
as you,
Prostitution.
I assume as you quickly back away from him and end the spell.
Yeah.
As
Fucking-
as he
I'm
looks
annoyed now.
down, he looks to you and he looks down. He's like, "Oh, geez, it happened again. Oh, I'm so sorry." As he slips his long Don Johnson
His long John.
back into his pants. As he looks at you and he says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, forgive me. I don't know what came over me."
Donovan came all over you.
Take a funny die, Garrak.
That made me chuckle.
that
That was quite good. That was
good.
actually quite good.
That was good.
I like that one a lot.
Me too.
Fucking.
As you all
was going so-
follow, as you all follow behind Don John. As you all follow behind Don John, he leads you to the entrance of the mine. Go ahead and move your tokens. And as you all approach the entrance of the mine, you find that inside, at the entrance, there is 2 were-rats standing guard. As Don John looks to you all and says, could you all please, handle this? As he steps back between Garrak and you, Donovan.
Step in. I don't really find a problem with this.
Donovan will just fire an Eldritch Blast, like, he's frowning. He's very annoyed, much like me right now.
I think I can use this. I use never mind. How strong? I use moment to think. I want to know how strong these things are.
Do I?
Before we get to that, Donovan, are you firing directly at them or just near them? They're not
At them.
currently. They're
Are
just
they
looking.
facing-
They're just looking at you. They're just currently standing guard, looking at you. They are quite surprised to see you.
Then you wouldn't attack them. I thought they were moving to attack.
No, they are currently just standing guard, looking.
they're
They've
just chilling.
they've seen you guys, and they're kind of looking at each other. You hear them talking, but you don't understand the language they're speaking. It's where-rat.
I'll let Donovan go first. They're just chilling.
Can I make an intelligence check since I have linguist?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do have poor intelligence, so I probably won't understand it.
Does anyone have speak to animals?
I do, but I don't know if that applies to were-rats.
That
Does
doesn't
it?
it doesn't apply to any sentient bipedal
Doesn't apply
creatures.
to, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
doesn't apply to sentient bipedal humanoid characters.
I literally had it. God damn it. Okay. Let's see. -1. No. -1. There we go. That is going to be a 8. So I probably can understand them.
Yep. You have absolutely no idea.
Donovan will just call out to them and say, "Hey, can you understand me?"
They look to each other, continuing to talk for a second, and then one of them steps forward. He looks at you and he says, "Yes, we can. Please, come inside. Meet our overseer."
Why don't you bring your overseer out here? Because you talking like you belong to the school of fucking Diddy. So, how about you just bring him out here? Because you're talking too zesty.
No, friend. Come inside. Come inside.
Can
As
I
the other
insight
one
check-
steps up. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And Fuck, that's a 6.
As far as
Actually,
you can tell, they seem to just be inviting you inside.
Can I also do an insight check?
Go ahead, Garrak.
Okay.
I guess I would help Garrak with it.
Yes! Yes!
yeah, they got
Yes!
these numbers.
21. Oh, well, yeah. So it's 6. 22. Sorry. My bad. 'Cause it's plus 6.
You notice that on their robes, Garrak, there is holy symbols that you know to be that of a chaotic god. However, they seem to just be inviting you inside to meet their overseer. It seems that there is something urgent in their tone, though.
I let Donovan know that. Donovan know it's a chaotic god.
Chaotic cow, chaotic good, chaotic evil, chaotic neutral.
Do I know that or no?
You can't remember.
Mother.
I was too drunk, man. I'm sorry.
Garrak, I'm this close to.
They seem pretty chill, though. They seem pretty chill. So.
You know what?
But they're urgent. They say it's like, see, it seems like they're really trying to get us in here.
You guys want to walk into the lion's den, or how we want to do this?
He said they're overseer. As long as it's not their god, we're chill.
Why don't you bring your overseer here?
I agree. Yeah. Why don't we just pull him out?
She is busy tending to the young. Yes, she is busy taking care of the small rats.
You know,
Fine.
why don't we just zone of truth real quick, and see if we're all just making the right assumptions here. How do you feel about that?
They look at each other and they look back to you. What is a zone of truth?
We'll just find out. I cast it. So, why do you want us to come in so bad?
To meet our overseer. We have said this time and time
Yeah, but
now.
why do you want us to meet your overseer so bad?
That is the orders that our overseer has given. Anyone who is to come to the mine is to be escorted to our overseer.
Is this a trap for you to kill us?
They look at each other. No. I don't think
Okay.
so.
That's fair. I mean, they don't think so. So, I mean,
Was it the
Do
old
you
man
know what
outside
happens
the
to us?
overseer?
Let's go. And Donovan was start walking.
Wait, no. Respond to Tharn's question. Tharn said something.
Sorry, what did you say, Don?
Wasn't the old man the overseer?
Oh, yeah. He's the overseer of the mine appointed by mortals.
the company. Yeah.
Company.
This is there. He's trying to get these things out of here.
Domain.
Hmm.
So let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
I'll go in.
All right.
I follow him.
And as
Donovan,
you guys walk
But as
up-
we're walking, I asked one of them. I'm like, do you know what happens to us?
you meet our overseer.
But like, do you ever see what happens after we meet the overseer?
Yes. Usually people have a meeting with the overseer after they meet her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay,
As-
so it keeps going. We don't just like bam, All right.
And as
That's
you
fair.
enter the entrance of the Mountain's Toe Gold Mine, we end today's episode. With that, I hope all of you lovely viewers at home have enjoyed. And if you did, please make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment, and also tap that notification bell. I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, signing off to all of you beautiful adventurers. Everybody, say goodbye.
Bye.
Good to
Bye.
see you again next week
Yeah.
as well.
And we'll
Yes,
see all
yes.
of you guys next adventure. Bye-bye.